He's totally the man with the plan. He traveled through time in an awesome custom van. Moralistically, he taught us to be good, how to set our souls free and do all the shit we should. Now we do the right deeds, we go to church and such, and we stop smoking weed, well at least not as much. And we can't forget to mention the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them. Slam, bam, spank you, ma'am, do unto you!
Rock me, sexy Jesus, he died for our sins. You gotta believe us. Rock me, sexy Jesus, all night long. Rock me, sexy Jesus, we're really amazed. You gotta believe us. Rock me, sexy Jesus, all night long. He lays down science, really blows my mind, but he's also got abstractions in space and time. He's the Son of God, and I think that's cool, but he's got a swimmer spot like nobody do. Rock me, sexy Jesus, he died for our sins. You gotta believe us. Rock me, sexy Jesus, all night long. Immaculate conception really makes my day,
but the dude's got lats that make me feel gay.
Turn the other cheek is really showing class, but I really think it's sexy when he kicks Satan's ass. Kick Satan's ass, kick Satan's ass. Rock me, sexy Jesus, he died for our sins. You gotta believe us. Rock me, sexy Jesus, all night long. Rock me, sexy Jesus, we're really amazed. You gotta believe us. Rock me, sexy Jesus, all night long.
He's totally the man with the plan. He traveled through time in an awesome custom van. Moralistically, he taught us to be good, how to set our souls free and do all the shit we should. Now we do the right deeds, we go to church and such, and we stop smoking weed, well at least not as much. And we can't forget to mention the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them. Slam, bam, spank you, ma'am, do unto you!
Rock me, sexy Jesus, he died for our sins. You gotta believe us. Rock me, sexy Jesus, all night long. Rock me, sexy Jesus, we're really amazed. You gotta believe
Hi everyone, welcome to another stream. How are we all doing? Sovereign Citizen Watch is back on. Krizia, thanks for 29 months of tier 2. Thank you very much. Welcome everyone. This is from Hamlet 2, for people who are asking. It's from Hamlet 2, which has a good soundtrack if you like a cappella covers of other songs. Underrated film. Anyway, how's everyone doing? We have some window smashes for you today. We have the return of Glenn, all the good stuff. I think about East End lights.
Muggy nights, curtains drawn in the little room downstairs. Bring on down, oh Lord, you really should have been there. Sitting like a princess perched in
Her electric chair. Alright, sorry. Song stuck in my head. Let's get into it, shall we? France is always on strike. Sometimes. 80% of the time. It's all the time. Oh, what are we gonna do first? The new Junji Ito anime is much better. Good. I'll watch that later. I'm gonna try and watch it later. I didn't realize it came out today. Because I really like Junji Ito. And the last anime was quite bad that they made of his stuff.
Next, we're in La Plata, Maryland for a jury selection.
Oh, it's not Michigan.
25-year-old Delvon King is representing himself today on weapons charges after he was caught carrying a regulated firearm during a traffic stop. Just 3 months earlier, King was appearing at a preliminary hearing for the charges when he fled the courtroom and temporarily eluded police. Because of the fleeing incident, King is required to wear a remote control stun cuff on his leg while appearing in court.
That's unfortunate.
And now, as he reads a prepared argument,
What's it on? I think it's a Netflix show.
Stop!
there seems to be another problem. At the bench is 72-year-old Robert Naley.
He kind of looks like if Alpha grew up and got rid of the cowlick.
The judge retired the previous year, but was called back part-time to hear cases.
That sucks. Yeah, that wouldn't be happening. If I retired, I'd be like, you want me to come back? No, I'm retired. What do you think words mean?
This hearing got off to a rocky start when King claimed to be a Moorish American.
Devil Summoner Marie says Junji Ito is a legend. I may or may not have included Tomei and Uzumaki into a few of my Pathfinder campaigns. I like Junji Ito, I really do. His stuff is great. And I don't normally like manga, but...
An offshoot of the anti-government sovereign citizen movement, and insisted his true name was not Delvon King. Now, as Judge Naley explains the jury selection process, King continues reading from his prepared argument, which questions the court's jurisdiction over him.
Stop! Stop! Mr. Sheriff, do it! Use it!
Was that necessary? I get that he was just fucking being an asshole and reading his stupid sob stuff, but he wasn't a danger to anyone. Why are we zapping him?
Mr. Sheriff, do it!
Why are we zapping him? He's not threatening anyone. Bitter old ass broad says, oh my god, I just happened to check the stream. Well, welcome. Glad you could make it.
Use it!
That's ridiculous. And I fucking hate sovereign citizens. But this dude did not need to be tased. There's no reason for him to be tased. What the fuck? Because he already has the thing on? Imagine if this was a, like, let's trolley situation this and contextualize this moral situation a little differently to give you an idea of what just happened. Imagine someone was in court and saying something the judge didn't like, and instead of just, like, holding them in contempt, they had someone walk up with a cattle prod and fucking zap them. Like, completely unnecessary. We've seen so many really great judges. Judge Middleton, for instance, here in Michigan, who handles sovereign citizens and Moorish citizens incredibly well. Never once have we seen him have to have them removed from the courtroom or brought in or anything like that. Okay? Because he's an adult who can handle situations better. This judge should be in fucking jail for this shit. That's disgusting. Bumble Homestead says you can't electrocute people for talking. Oh my god. Apparently you can. Apparently you can. 78% to level 1 in a hype train. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can get to level 5. Oh my god, they're still zapping him on the ground! What the fuck? H-Bird says there have been classroom discussions where I would have loved to be able to cattle prod certain other people. What the fuck is happening?
Alright, I'm gonna take 5. Don't
Fuck this, Judge. First name bunch number says, yeah, that looks super unconstitutional to me. Gross.
calms down and I'll be back.
Yes, sir.
5 minutes.
In case you missed that, after King refuses to stop speaking,
Stop.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Judge Naley orders the courtroom deputy to activate the stun cuff on King's leg.
Mr. Sheriff, do it. Use it.
The deputy calmly approaches King, who doesn't appear to see him, and slides his chair out of the way. While King writhes in pain on the courtroom floor, Judge Naley decides to exit the courtroom and take a short break.
Yeah, you don't want to see what you just did, you fucking asshole. Gnome Pickles says, I just joined in time to see Assault. Always fun in the reloaded zone.
Alright, I'm gonna take 5.
Yes, sir.
5 minutes.
Following the brief recess, Judge Naley resumed the hearing, and King continued representing himself. He later agreed to probation before judgment, meaning, in his case, he was sentenced to 2 years in jail on the weapons charge, most of which he'd already served, and in return, no actual conviction would be added to his record. The same cannot be said for Judge Robert Naley. After the courtroom video was made public, the Maryland Court of Appeals immediately rescinded Naley's ability to hear cases.
Oh, thank fuck. I think more should be done. I think you should be arrested for fucking assault for that, as should the sheriff, but still, goddamn. At minimum, holy fuck.
Alright.
He would also later be charged with a misdemeanor civil rights violation,
Misdemeanor!
to which he pleaded guilty, and was sentenced to a year probation, ordered to take anger management classes, and pay a $5,000 fine.
What about consequences for the cop? He was just following orders, so it's fine.
Following
Jesus.
the sentence, Robert Naley was banned from the bench for life.
Bumble Homestead says that man should get so much money, preferably at the judge's expense. I'd agree. And I think the sovereign citizen stuff is so stupid and annoying, but that's ridiculous.
Next, we go to Bond Court in Miami.
Okay. Wow. Let's see what else we got. Jesus fucking Christ. 96% to level 1 on the hype train. Who do I want to cover first? This guy's always fun. He's got that kind of like Peter thing going on. He's got Peter vibes.
Welcome to the Freedom Unchained show.
Retired judges should be just that. Fucking retired. Agreed. Serious A-Cab. MH Dark Beast. Ooh, 99% to level 1 with 30 seconds. Don't do it. Don't let it die with 1% left. No D&D tonight. Gnome, Pickles, and Bumble Homestead, thanks for gifting 50 and 100 bits, respectively, getting us over level 1. Ooh, are they gonna get pancaked? No. Cop? Convenient cop? Oh my god. Really stupid. There they go. Bitter old ass broad, thanks for 100 bits, 13% to level 2.
Screw me in the anus, this hair.
I didn't do.
What? He's the one who didn't do it!
I'm the only one who stopped. Okay.
A jerk. That's why.
What the fuck is wrong with cops? They're all garbage. Lazy fucking losers. Creepy Doll in the Wall, thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs and getting us over level 2 of the hype train. Thank you very much. Appreciate the gift subs. Take your D&D subs, yes. Anything you were gonna give to Jake for D&D, just give to me, clearly. That's That's how this should work. Thank you, I appreciate it. I still have some phlegm from my sickness rattling around, and I can't get it out.
I have a great one for you guys. This is a video from Kenny Sutton, so go check out his channel, I'll leave it in the description below. Subscribe to his channel and let him know that Freedom and Change sent you. And also subscribe to this channel as well if you want more videos like this. If you're looking to become a free individual and actually understand what the Constitution and how courts work and how to become a man versus a person, then this is a channel you want to continue to watch and check out and go through some videos and figure all that stuff out. This video is a great video to show you how to handle cops during a traffic stop if you have the paperwork, the license and everything from the government, which is, you know, okay to have. You can always use a benefit from the government and not be subject to their jurisdiction.
So you want all of the privileges of being a U.S. citizen without any of the responsibilities. Kind of just sounds like you're a child.
If you use those, if you understand how to be a man versus a person. You know?
I think Peter will become a sovereign citizen if he looks at that stuff. It's possible. He's very gullible, but I don't know.
Court. So that's what we teach you on this channel. So let's just go ahead and check out this video and let me know what you think in the comments. And share it around with everybody that needs to understand how to deal with police.
Has Peter done anything recently? Not last I checked. His Truth Social, which I have a Truth Social only to see Peter. So take that. He posts nonsense bullshit, and he almost always posts it twice. I don't know why. He always posts it and then, like, retweets it immediately. He retweets his own thing. But he keeps saying his documentary's on the way, and it keeps not happening. Dave M1 with 100 bits. You'd think the man was working on a Space Jam review or something. That's a deep cut.
Sir. Roll your window down for me, please. I can hear you just fine.
So I'm gonna have to ask you to roll the window down.
I can hear you just fine, officer. There's my license.
And to roll the window down, please.
I can hear you just fine, officer. There's my license.
All the privilege and none of the responsibility, basically the entire mentality of sovereign citizens. Oh, for sure.
There's my registration. Earn my insurance.
Is there some reason you can't roll the window down? I saw you roll it up.
I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
That's correct.
What's the reason for that?
I don't answer.
The official guide for dealing with police is this the shut the fuck up video. This one's always good.
Oh, hello.
We were just talking about you kids.
I'm Denise Heberly.
And I'm Bill Goodman.
Together, we've been fighting fascism for over 50 years.
Death Guard Elite says, "Hey Hannah, I got a trans flag tattoo today and can't wait to see my parents' reaction to it when they finally see me next. Let me know how that goes." 56% to level 3 on the hype train with under a minute left.
So much as
the train requires fuel. The train requires gift subs and bits. Paul will not be happy if this train is not sated. Dave, thanks for 1,000 bits, getting us over level 3. Thank you.
Changed over those 50 years, such as the ingredients to a successful firebomb.
And the glass that bank windows are made of.
But there's one thing that hasn't changed over 50 years, something that is so important to tell you kids who are new to this movement.
Are more citizens worse than sovereign citizens? They're just different flavors of the same ideology. I wouldn't say one is necessarily worse than the other. Unfortunately, I guess they both involve, like, ahistorical nonsense, but I'd say the more citizen stuff is more ahistorical because it takes far more liberties with reality. But similar results. Occult Comics with 100 bits says, "Hey Hannah, love ya. Thank you. I hope you're doing better."
Shut
8% to level 4 on the hype train.
The fuck up.
You're sitting in
One Chubba Hubba says I could use a gift sub.
the police transport van after a protest?
Shut the fuck up. In a holding cell with your comrades?
Shut the fuck up. Neural Alchemist, thanks for 25 months. Overthought says sovereign citizens won't try to steal your house. That's true. More citizens try to steal houses sometimes. Double Summoner Marie says Ron DeSantis today has banned AP African American Studies from high schools as it, quote, is at odds with state laws and, quote, lacks educational merit. I saw. Gnome Pickles, thanks for gifting a sub to One Chubba Hubba. You got your wish. 58% to level 4. Florida is a nightmare state.
Shut the fuck up. Cop knocks on your door?
Shut the fuck up.
Texting on an unsecured device?
Shut the fuck up. Pulled over by the cops after a protest?
Shut the fuck up. Cop just asking about your day?
Shut the fuck up. Feds call your mom?
Tell your mother to shut the fuck up.
Now, repeat after me. When the cops come calling, what do you do?
Shut the fuck up!
Public service announcement from the National Lawyers Guild of Detroit and Michigan. Andy Bretzel says at least this one has some pretty good advice of shutting the fuck up. True.
Questions. Do you want my license and registration or not?
Pronounce your last name for me.
I don't answer questions.
I'm gonna need you to pronounce your last name.
I don't answer questions. It's there on the license.
I think the cop's actually looking for something to, like, have probable cause to bring him out or search the car or something. Is today's theme shitbag cops dealing with sovereign citizens?
Actually, I think it said 40.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's 30.
You're pretty sure or you're positive? You're pretty sure or you're positive?
I can argue with you.
All right, well, I'll just turn around and I'll check.
Here's your information.
60% to level 4.
You want to hand it to me, please?
That's as far as I'm
Would you please stick it through the window?
iNecrophage, thanks for 22 months, says, hey, Hannah, hope things are going well. Pretty good. How's your day going?
I'm not going to do that, Mr. Stewart.
All right, well then, I don't know what to tell you.
Sounds like we're going to be on the side of the road a long time.
Well, I guess so.
This guy's actually kind of funny. I mean, he gave the cop his license. He's not doing what the cop asks for that he's required to do. He's doing the things he's required to do. Krista, thanks for 3 months. Getting us over level 4 of the hype train. % to level 5. Excuse me.
You can pass it right through here. Thank you.
That's not going to work.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm willing to take it right here. Would you please give this to me, or are you not going to give me the ticket? Am I being detained? He won't answer me.
Here's your copy.
Thank you.
Court date is June 6th, June 7th, at 2 o'clock.
Thank you.
This was fine. This is fine. I don't even necessarily think this guy's a sovereign citizen. He did everything the cop asked him to do that was required of him. Fenekigami says, just got into a free speech discussion with my mother-in-law who was paranoid Christians' free speech is being taken away. I started to explain the tolerance paradox to her using hate speech against black people. She kind of dismissed it, and I was driving her to get a disability service, so dropped it for now, but plan to revisit at a later date. I hope to make her understand because she is black herself. I don't even understand what that free speech, like, is she just talking about, like, hating LGBT people? Because, like, people can express that they hate any particular group of people. It's just, you know, stupid. And people are going to think you're an asshole, which you are, you know?
I'm not being detained any longer? Nope. All right, thank you.
I actually kind of like that guy. That was funny. Did I like American History X? Can't watch it. What my stepdad believed, and that is going to trigger me, but I respect it. I watched American History X for the first time yesterday, and I finished it today. I enjoyed the movie, but it's... It concerns me, because, how do I put this? It reminds me of a movie like Fight Club, where the point is to criticize certain patterns of behavior, but the framing of the movie also glorifies that behavior on the surface level. So, like, I could see a racist person watching American History X and getting the complete opposite message that you're supposed to get. The message obviously being, racism is stupid and self-destructive and it'll destroy you and everyone around you if you make it a way of life for yourself, you know? But, like, the movie frames it differently in the way it's shot, in the way it's edited. How do I put this? Like, a lot of the flashback scenes of the racist stuff that this main skinhead, Edward Norton, does is framed heroically. Now, there's a reason for that in the film. It's because the flashbacks are from the perspective, at least some of the flashbacks are from the perspective of his younger brother, who respects him and has been indoctrinated into this racist ideology. But, like, people aren't very good at reading text and subtext, right? Media literacy is really bad in this country. So, well, clearly to me, the point is, it's showing it being glorified because that's how it was seen through the eyes of the kid. Nonetheless, what you end up with is a multi-million-dollar film shooting scenes that effectively glorify skinhead violence against black people. You know what I mean? 30 seconds left on the hype train. We're 4% to level 5. I don't think we'll do it, but still. Anyway, overall, I enjoyed the movie, but it was, it does the very 90s movie thing of, like, at the end of the day, racism is about personal responsibility, and it, you know, kind of doesn't want to talk about systemic issues, like, at all. But whatever. Flower crown. Okay, I can do the flower crown. Thanks for the level 4 hype train, everyone. MH Dark Beast says, speaking of racist and cringy, we now know why no black people seem to exist in the Jetsons universe.
Far off in the future, a far-fetched mechanical miracle takes shape as a pile of junk turns into an out-of-this-world scientific marvel.
Rickety rocket, blast off!
It's Rickety Rocket and the gang!
I don't know how to express how uncomfortable I am with this other than to say it looks like this rocket ship is in blackface. Fenekigami says, given the context of what I know about her, yes, it's about hating queer people, plus the kind of war on Christianity fear that God's not dead propagandized. And yes, I pointed out it's social pressure like with the N-word. She still doesn't understand it because she doesn't see what she's doing as comparable. Yeah.
Splashdown! Sunstroke! Rickety rocket!
Yeah, that feels kind of yikes to me. Oh, crazy eyes again. Great.
Alright, welcome to the Freedom Unchained channel. I was going to do a short one about one of the 35 reasons why we need to dissolve the government that we have right now and relaunch the original Constitution to actually put in place the government that the Founding Fathers originally intended.
The Founding Fathers originally intended for only landowning white Protestant men to vote. And even then, their votes didn't really count. It went to the Electoral College, and they kind of did whatever they wanted.
This country to have, a republic, not a democracy, a trust, a constitution that is a trust where the people are the beneficiaries and the trustees actually protect our property. One of the properties is our rights, our God-given rights. So I have a poster of a beautiful woman behind me.
Okay.
I wish I were a man. I'd join the Navy.
Where is this going?
I thought it was kind of funny. Be a man.
Is that a popular poster amongst, like, trans masks? Like, I'm trans femme, so I wouldn't want that poster, though it is kind of funny. But, like, if I was a trans man, I'd get that poster because it's fucking hilarious.
And just do it.
So much Navy stuff was so homoerotic. Have you guys seen some of the World War II Navy posters? Oh my god. Dr. Gamble says, when he says the original Constitution, is he talking about the Articles of Confederation? No. They mean the Constitution as it existed in 1789. When it was ratified, before any of the other amendments had been added.
But I'm gonna say, don't join the Navy.
Because sovereign citizens really, really, really don't like the fact that we have birthright citizenship in the United States. Which, by the way, is also something that white supremacists don't like. Surprise. Which isn't surprising, considering the sovereign citizen movement grew up out of white supremacist movements in the 70s.
Because they're part of this legal fiction that was created to enslave us all. And they've done a damn good job of us with those indoctrination camps. So instead of me making a short video, I was going to make a longer video talking about this point right here. That the Friends of the Original Constitution write out for the world to know. One of the many reasons why we need to dissolve this government that we have right now. They created this legal fiction or secret jurisdiction to subjugate.
He said that like he's never heard the word subjugate before. First Name Bunch of Numbers says, my grandpa has a few posters like that, mostly because he was in the Navy around the time they were made. I'm sure grandpa had some fun.
Us.
In the Navy.
Override our rights and liberties.
And just a bunch of seamen out on a boat for months at a time.
To fulfill their nefarious objectives of monopolies, greed, tyranny, monarchy, and control. And they've done a damn good job of it. At first, when I was reading this, I read the word legal fiction. They created this legal fiction. I was thinking legal fictions, like, the person they created to enslave us all. But, no, they're just talking about the actual legal fiction of the government they created. The government, which is a corporation they registered in another country. I don't know why you would do that. We have a trust. We have the Constitution, the trust. It doesn't need to be registered anywhere. So
why do people keep calling the Navy gay? I'll show you. I don't know the actual, inside baseball in terms of, people in the armed forces and where it comes from, but I can tell you right now, a ton of Navy, imagery and stuff from World War II is just very homoerotic. it tends to show sweaty, shirtless men, or like men doing manly physical labor with other men, you know? I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's intentional, it just accidentally comes off as very homoerotic. It's like muscly, sweaty dudes.
Why?
But if you ask someone in the actual military, I'm sure they could tell you why that's a trope.
Are all the states registered in different states, and the United States Corporation registered in a different country, and all of that kind of stuff? Why have we gone through 3 bankruptcies? Why do they teach us in school that this is a land of the free? We have liberties, but then you have no liberties, especially nowadays. You gotta wear those muzzles, and you can't do anything without the poke, the VAXX.
Sir, just fucking chill out and get vaccinated, please.
I mean, you know, before that even happened, you had to register everything that you've ever owned to the government.
Not everything, but like cars? Yeah, because we have pretty, you know, important laws in regard to having your vehicles registered and licensed to make sure that you and your vehicle are safe to operate on public roadways with other people.
What kind of freedom is that? I don't think that's the government that the Founding Fathers wanted to put into place.
I don't care. I don't care a single fucking thing that dead people did. Like, it's interesting from a historical perspective. I don't give a shit. They're dead. I'm so sick of this, like, fetishism of the Founding Fathers. I'm tired. Who the fuck cares? They're dead. We are alive. We determine our laws. Shut the fuck up about what those people would have wanted. I don't care. They had slaves. They ratified the 3/5 compromise. Like, I'm not gonna fuck with that. Who cares what they thought? DJ Shea says, the face masks aren't the problem. The post 9/11 Patriot Act is the problem, you clown.
Place. But, yeah, they're talking about just the corporate fiction, the legal fiction, or the secret jurisdiction that's trying to override our rights, liberties, and fulfill their nefarious objectives of monopoly, greed, tyranny, monarchy, and control. No, not just the person. I was thinking they were talking about the person, so I thought it was pretty interesting. But no, that's how they suck you lawfully into their jurisdiction.
You're already under the jurisdiction of wherever you are. That's what jurisdiction is.
They lawfully suck you into their legal system by giving you a piece of paper that they've created.
You don't need the piece of paper.
Called the person, and then you identify as that person. That is why you have to pay taxes. I don't have to pay taxes.
Oh.
But you...
Hello, IRS. This guy right here.
You do, because you are the person. You keep identifying yourself as the person. So when the IRS comes knocking on your door, sending you a letter, you say, yeah, well, my name's on there. That must be me.
Sir, the paper isn't the thing that owes taxes. It's you. The piece of paper with your name on it is just a paper that's, like, for administrative purposes. You are legally required to pay your taxes.
They must not be talking about someone else. They wouldn't have sent it to this address where I'm located.
Correct. They're talking about you.
They obviously found the right person, so let me pay my taxes. No, you're paying the person's taxes.
You're the person!
The fictional entity created by...
There is no fictional entity. It's just you. They're talking about and describing you on the paper.
The government called the person. So go in and look into every legal document. Do they identify a man? No. Do they identify the people? No. They identify a person. They're always talking about the person.
Dr. Gamble says, but they got their faces on our money, Hannah. They're always watching. We need to be careful, lest George uses that axe to chop more than a cherry tree down.
Person shall. So, there's one more reason for you guys to go over there and sign the Declaration of Restoration. It's just a stepping stone. a good movement to go follow.
What does he think a person is? He thinks a person is a legal fiction created by the government in order to have authority over you. I don't know why they think this, but many sovereign citizens believe that the government effectively has to create a legal voodoo doll in the form of a fictional legal entity with your same name in order to have power over you. I have no idea why they think this. I genuinely don't. It doesn't make any sense. It's nonsense. But they think that your birth certificate that has your name on it is like a fictional entity person that really all the laws apply to, but not you. Doesn't make any sense.
Behind, support. So then one day, maybe, we can actually implement another trust that is more secure from the corruption of men. Because the one they're trying to restore now isn't as secure and protected from the corruption as men as we thought it was. Well, the founding fathers knew it would only last about 200 years. And they're pretty right on. We're about there. A little bit over 200 years. And I don't think it's going to last much longer. The deep state has their agenda. And if you don't believe in the deep state, then you're a conspiracy theorist, because you're a dumbass. That's how we put people in buckets. You know, all you libtards out there. You've been indoctrinated for so long with this fake screen media, this propaganda, that you think just putting people in buckets is the way to discriminate on them and shame them and tell them how stupid you are because you're in that bucket I put you in. So, you know, trolls and you libtards and you communists and you fascists, I'm going to play the same game you guys play if you want to play this game. Because I have one weapon behind me you guys don't have, and it's the truth.
Got him. H-Beard says, yes, but what does this have to do with joining the Navy?
So you can come at me as much as you want, put me in whatever bucket you wish to put me in, but I'm not going to accept your title, and I'm definitely not going to accept your title as a person. This might be a long, hard battle we're going to have to fight, but in the end, love and the light's going to win. So I hope you guys go over and support this cause of this stepping stone that we need to eliminate the corruption out of our government, and eventually we'll be able to shrink it down even farther. We can get rid of the states as well, because we don't need states anymore, and we can all govern ourselves with the cooperation of micro communities secured on a blockchain. I think that's where we need to take this.
Crypto bullshit.
Secure our freedoms and get all of these libtards, communist fascists out of our lives forever. And maybe off this world forever. Just wipe that whole idea off the world. Because blockchain will give everything anybody ever can want in politics, but it will do it better. We will have love and peace. So I'll leave the link in the description for you guys. Go support that cause. I'm going to be promoting it all the time. I'm going to get an interview with the gentleman that launched this restoration of the Constitution in a couple of weeks, hopefully, when he's ready to start doing interviews. And that should be a good one. So I hope you guys subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys comment. Let's get a conversation started. Like the video.
Gnome Pickle says, I'm sure this guy thinks his tone sounds intimidating or whatever, but I just find it so hard to follow when he looks so proud of himself after spouting a bunch of buzzwords. Yeah, it's bad.
Video, share it around, and until next time, I'm going to leave you guys in the love and light of one infinite greater. Peace.
Jesus Christ. Alright, I think we need a traffic stop. These ones are relatively short. It's just a part 1 and part 2, but we do get a window smash, so that's nice.
That's jealous.
The line between crypto cringe and Sovsit watch thins on the bingo card. It's all the same thing. My entire life is watching people in various segments of a Venn diagram, and it's all crazy people.
You know, I'm recording everything that's happening in your driver's license for me, thank you.
Yeah, I'm recording everything.
That's
as well,
fine, you
just
can
so
record
you're
this
on
one.
notice.
Just wind your window down for me, thank you.
That's as far
What's your
as
name?
it's going down. What's your name?
My name's Senior Customs Border Highway Patrol. Favour, give me your details. You are committing offences. Your driver's license for me, thank you.
I'm not in your jurisdiction.
Sorry?
I'm not in your jurisdiction.
Yes, you are. Now your driver's license. Favour, give me your driver's license.
Can you explain how we're in the jurisdiction, sir?
Sorry?
Can you explain how we're in your jurisdiction?
You're driving a vehicle.
We're not driving, we're travelling. We are
travelling.
travelling, sir.
Get out of the vehicle.
You don't... Do not try to commit an offence, mate.
I need your most senior.
Get out of the vehicle now, or I will break.
Can you bring the most?
Authority here.
You don't have any authority. What is the crime that's been committed? What? We are not driving. We are travelling.
Travelling. I need
You guys don't even know what you're on about.
I need your most senior on duty.
Hitting all the points. I need to talk to the manager of the police.
Well, bring your most senior sergeant down, sir.
If you do not provide details, you will be arrested.
We don't have to give you any details.
Not in your jurisdiction.
I will break the window.
There is, and you will commit offence. You'll be liable for it. It is absolutely trespass. You got no jurisdiction here, bros. You got no jurisdiction here.
I have lots of jurisdiction.
Who do you derive your authority from? Who have you sworn an oath to? There is no queen of this country.
Overthought says, America exporting this BS to countries with separate legal systems is wild. We're sorry.
Even under your... let's go straight to the courthouse.
Don't you dare think that you guys have authority here. Bring your most highest ranked senior sergeant down here, because you are going to be liable.
Highest ranked
You are
senior
going to be
sergeant.
held liable, brother.
I'll be very liable, alright?
You don't even know what you...
I do have 2 cameras recording.
That's perfectly fine. We've got the cameras recording as well. Because if you touch this car, you're committing an offence.
Cancel registration.
You're committing offence by standing here.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not. We're in the state of
You don't have any jurisdiction on this land. Oh, look.
Woo! Goddamn! Look at Captain Australia with that fucking window pull.
on this land. Boom! Oh, look out.
My God.
You're a fucking prick.
Yep.
Wow, he went from you have no authority to you're a prick real quick after it became clear that he did have authority, huh?
Yeah, man, I would love to just get you one-on-one.
Yes, threaten the officer as he's pulling you out of the car. That's a good move.
I would fucking drive you. Don't fucking touch
Get out
her.
of the vehicle, you're under arrest. Get out of the vehicle, you're under arrest. Come on.
Don't touch me.
I'm not going to touch you, just take a seat for me, yeah?
Fucking wankers.
Hey?
You got no jurisdiction. Yeah, of course I'm allowed to record.
What's your name, buddy?
I don't have to give you any name.
Don't need to be like that.
What's your name?
Constable McDowell, West Harbour Police.
Oh, I think the real crime here was driving in bare feet. Don't do that. What the fuck? Glenn. Should we do Glenn? So Glenn, for those who don't know, auditing the USA is the gentleman who got arrested and was going through court stuff. That's been resolved now. I believe he has a suspended sentence. So he has to go 2 years without getting into any trouble with the law. Now, to you and me, we'd think, oh, he's just not going to post YouTube videos harassing people for the next 2 years. But Glenn is not a smart man. So Glenn has decided to immediately start going out and fucking with people again. So let's see this video and see how long it takes for him to go back to jail, because I gotta imagine there's no way he makes it even a year, right? There's no way. Yes, creepily stand behind the tree and film the police officer. Oh, this one's starting good.
Good, how you doing? I don't need no help. Yep. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You want to dance or you want to get out on top of your car and dance? Yeah, sure, why not? You're free to do whatever you want.
He's literally standing in the fucking bushes! What is he doing? Just creepily standing in the bushes filming people. God damn it.
You don't want to play on your phone no more?
No, do you want to keep playing on yours?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I love playing on my phone.
Good. Is that because you're a regular human?
What?
Is that because you're just a regular guy?
I think everyone plays on their phone, right?
Said it. Yeah.
Right. Except when they're at work, they.
You don't play on your phone at work?
No. A lot of people are irresponsible.
What do you do at work?
I do a lot of things.
I post videos to the YouTube me harassing people at the post office.
Don't really want to get into that.
Oh, okay.
Right. How do you like your job?
I love my job.
Do you?
Yep, best decision I ever made.
Okay. What were you doing before that?
First job.
First job, wow.
Hydrate.
Right out the box, huh? Cool. So are you like valet or what? Parking authority? Well, you might be working for the nightclub on the side. I know cops do that. I know they let you guys do that. Is it your first time being on camera? Oh, no? Okay. Really? And what do they normally say?
Most of them aren't as nice as you, honestly.
Really?
A lot of them like to cuss at me.
A lot of hostility, right? Yeah. The way I see it is, if you haven't wronged me, then why should I be disrespectful to you, you know? But some have wronged me, but you're not one of them. Right. So how do you like working for the Minnesota Police Department?
Minneapolis?
Yeah.
I love it.
I always thought your uniforms were kind of outdated.
I would have to agree with you there. I'm trying to get a new uniform for 2 years.
Oh, like, they're not just giving them out? Like usually when there's a whole new, uniform design, they just give them out, right?
Well, we haven't had a new uniform design for long before I got here.
Right. I thought that was weird. Like, you guys seem well overdue for a new design. Like, every police force has, like, you know, military style tactical gear now.
Well, I wouldn't say it's military style. I'd say it's practical. You have to be able to do a lot more than...
Speak the Truth 16, thanks for 23 months, says, oh
Some of
joy,
it's kind
has
of,
Glenn been released? I thought he'd get prison time. He's on probation.
Overboard though, right?
It depends on what your definition of overboard is and what you're specifically talking
I mean, police departments are being trained for like marine stuff, and you know, they're trying to be like their own SWAT teams now.
We do have SWAT teams, yes.
Right, but it's like your whole, every police agency combined, right? Well, like,
We're all separate.
what?
We're all separate.
Well, where I'm from, they combine. Like, the counties will combine, and they'll initiate like a task force if there's like some big crime or something, you know. But
why is this guy even still talking to Glenn?
I guess it's different everywhere you go. What club is this?
This is called Lawz.
Called what?
Lawz.
Lewis. It looks like a pretty good place to go.
This one or this one?
This one.
Oh, this one. This one's called the Gold Room.
The Gold Room.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're doing like off-duty stuff tonight? Okay. It must pay well, huh? Well, cool. Well, you know how much it costs to go inside?
I don't think there's a cover today.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think they only do covers on Friday and Saturday night.
Okay. Looks like a place to go. Have fun.
Yeah, sure. They pop it every weekend.
What? This? No. Wants to know if it's my car. But yeah, so I haven't been here very long, but I haven't seen a lot of people filming cops, so I mean,
A lot of people do, but usually just when they talk about
and they're more aggressive, right? Are they like swearing at you and stuff? I hope he's not honking at you.
coming in and out. They're understaffed just like every other department is.
Yeah, but how often do you see them like standing guard? Like, let's just say like you had one on every floor. You had like 4 of them on every floor, at every corner. You know, you don't see that, right?
They have quite a few cops at the doors. The problem is Mall of America is the biggest malls in America. So you can't staff that. I mean, there are 3 floors, and 4 cops on every floor. That's only 12 cops for tens of thousands of people coming in and out every day.
I don't know how much traveling you've done outside the country, but there's malls that would make that look like a tiny little, you know, speck on the wall.
That's why it's called the Mall of America.
Right.
It's one of the biggest malls in America.
Yeah, I don't know what's the biggest now in America. Well, there's, oh yeah, probably Texas. Yeah, Texas, everything's bigger and better, right?
Yeah, just saying.
You wouldn't believe it. Thailand's got malls bigger than that building. Like McDonald's on the top, McDonald's on the bottom, freaking Rolex, everything you want, you know? They got it. Whoa. A lot of black girls tonight. Yep. So, not a lot of parking.
Jesus fucking Christ, Glenn. He talks to this guy for 20 fucking minutes.
Prank YouTubers. You never heard of Vitali?
I know a Vitali, but probably not the same one you know.
Why is the cop still there? I don't know. Wasting time and money. Alright, let's do delete Lawz. The fuck is this guy?
Video of a camera of a copper on the side of the road, just sitting here on the side of the road. He just sitting here, just sitting here.
Yeah, he's probably checking people's speed.
Pulling over on the side of the road. Pulling over. How you doing, Mr. Officer? How you doing? Charlie, sit down. He doesn't like pigs. I'm sorry.
Oh my fucking god, Chili.
Charlie, sit down. How you doing, officer? I just was asking you. Oh, you're a pig cop. Oh man, you're the worst kind. You're the most dangerous. You guys like to watch your dog
what
attack
you're doing
people.
is unsafe, man.
It's not actually. This is Test Lines versus Danforth, 1943. I have a fundamental right to be able to stop, my constitutional right. If I don't have a right to stop, I don't have a right to travel.
Okay.
I just pulled over to ask you what you were doing on the side of the road.
He's checking people's speed, most likely.
Trying to slow down speeders, sir. I have my LiDAR and I'm operating a LiDAR device.
So then you're
You think we have an auditor in chat? Who?
Revenue collecting, and then you have a blue stripe on the side of your car.
Okay.
And you're dressed like G.I. Joe loser in America.
Okay.
And
something I can help you with?
You could quit. You could quit doing this. You look like an able, capable man. See?
What is he doing?
I'm here to educate you. I'm here to teach you something.
No, you're not, Chili. You're here to make money. Fuck off.
You are a child of God.
Okay.
What the fuck does this have to do with anything?
Do you know about John Locke's divine morality, the theory of liberty? So the entire theory of liberty is that because you're a child of God, your soul is God's. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to God. Your body is on lease, on rent by God. And this is the fundamental principle of America is what? Natural law, written by John Locke, born 1632. So your life has meaning. And instead of you having meaning for your life and doing something meaningful, you're sitting here on the side of the road, revenue collecting. Oh, see, you can't take the truth. And if I have any kind of difficult conversation with you, you'll try to figure out a reason why you can ticket me, fine me, fee me, arrest me. No. I'm trying to reach you as a human being. Oh, in the state of Nevada.
I'm trying to give you the statute, sir.
Oh, okay, the statute. Okay,
Yeah,
go
so
ahead.
the state of Nevada,
Are you listening to this?
The
Go ahead.
NRS statute, okay? When you're on the highway, the right shoulder is for emergencies. So I'm asking you, do you have an emergency so I can assist you?
Actually, your state of Nevada code is trumped by the U.S. Constitution. And the holding in Test Lines versus Danforth is going to be written by Virgil Griffith, the foremost constitutional scholar of his era. He was actually a chancery lawyer, but then he advanced to the Mississippi Supreme Court, and he wrote Test Lines versus Danforth that says that anywhere that there is a public easement that I can stop on the road, I'm allowed to legally stop there. No, you're not. What you're trying to do is try to figure out you just read me an ordinance or a code. I'm not impeding you from doing your job.
I can't operate my laser device if you're blocking the traffic. I can't see the traffic.
So you being a law enforcer, my freedom is impeding your ability to enforce laws upon Americans. You're free to go. I pulled over to ask you why.
Wagroad says police are largely responsive, so yeah, that would involve a lot of sitting and waiting for a call.
Why you're parked on the side of the road when you are a man.
Since Chili not being a douche to law enforcement since his sentence, -3.
Of God, that you don't belong doing this. You're not speed enforcement. You're here to protect my rights. You're fun.
Okay, but like, they can be intertwined. Like, you can have a right to drive safely on the road knowing other people around you are going the same speed, right? Or going the correct speed. Excuse me. There are laws that exist, like, for mutual protection. Speeding is one of them. And I understand that the way things go in terms of, like, quotas and stuff for tickets is fucked, and the fact that it's become such a huge revenue earner for police departments is a problem and needs to be restructured so that it doesn't incentivize over-policing these sorts of things. But yeah, I also don't want people on the road speeding.
Fundamental purpose is to defend my rights.
When you pulled up, I have my laser in my hand.
Okay, right. You're trying to get money from people.
I haven't written a single ticket today, and I've been out here 3 hours. I've issued 4 warnings. Would you like to see the warnings that I've issued? I've issued warnings.
If you want to show them to me, I'll look at anything you want to share. Anything you want to share. I'm more than willing.
I'm trying to keep the fatalities down here in our state. I haven't done anything. I haven't issued any monetary fines. So I'm just trying to figure out.
This is state intimidation. And the truth is, look at how you're dressed. If you pulled me over to give me a warning, you look absolutely freaking terrifying.
I work alone.
Look at how you're dressed.
I'm doing a field training right now. So what do you want me to do, sir?
And this guy's signing up to do this job?
What do you want me to do, sir?
I want you to retire. I want you to join the side of goodness.
I promise you I'll retire in about 6 years. I got about 6 more years and I'll retire. How about that?
I want you to do something meaningful.
Okay.
This is not meaningful. This is, when I see you guys parked on the side of the road, it literally makes me want to vomit.
Okay, pull over and throw up.
Like my badge number, name, or anything like that, sir?
Mr. Jackson,
My
what's
name is
your...
Officer Jackson. Work for the Department of Interior. Badge number is 544. I'm just trying to make sure you're
The only thing that I would like for you to work on, Mr. Jackson, since you're not going to retire, is getting rid of the torture cuffs.
Okay.
Getting torture cuffs banned, and we use Velcro. Okay. For people...
He's still on this shit! Chili! They're not gonna ban handcuffs! And they're sure as shit not gonna start using Velcro ones. Even if they did ban, like, metal handcuffs, they would use zip cuffs. They're not gonna use Velcro handcuffs.
Who have to be detained. Most people, like myself, if I'm gonna be arrested because I ran into a car and drove away or something stupid, right? If you have a camera on and say, sir, you're gonna be arrested, will you come with me on camera? Or we put you in torture cuffs.
Okay.
I want the torture cuffs to be gone, and I want canines banned from America. Okay. There's no point in having canine attack dogs.
I don't know if you know, guys know about the opioid deaths in here in America. So.
Oh, how's it go?
Stone Corbell says, this is like the maximum blame the cashier at the counter for the policies of McDonald's corporate energy. That's the thing. I am so in favor of, like, if you want to go out and talk about police reform and things that need to change about, like, policing or whatever, you should do that. I think that's a good thing to do. Going out and talking to, like, literal police officers about it isn't gonna do anything. It does less than nothing. Fuck off.
Going? How's it going?
That's not
How's it going, though?
And
since 1971.
We're on the losing side.
Right, since the war. So,
slow down
oh, you think so? The war on drugs is going good?
We're not. I just said we're not doing good.
So then we should legalize drugs and stop the nonsense of
fentanyl?
all drugs. I didn't say I said legalize all drugs, including fentanyl.
You want to legalize all drugs?
All drugs, every drug there is.
That is your.
How since 1971? How many people have been locked up in cages for drugs?
I'm sure you know. You tell me.
Since,
I don't keep up with the stats.
Since 2005 in Reich versus Gonzalez, marijuana alone, there's over 7 million people been locked up.
Marijuana is legal here in the state of Nevada.
Right, but you still lock people up for it.
No, we don't.
You think we should have dogs for the opioid crisis? That's what you think? You think we should have dogs for opioids when we just keep increasing people in prison, keep increasing criminal penalties? How's it going? You guys are losing. This is a bad idea. The idea of criminalizing addiction and disease is a horrible idea, and you're the guy doing it. And I'm finally getting to a point with you cops where I just let you guys know you're the man doing it to people. Sir, it takes you to do it to people.
You're not detained. You're free to go.
No, you're free to go. I'm trying to get you to drive away from the side of the road instead of being a road pirate. I'm saying you are the man that puts torture cuffs on people. You're the man who's the fear in the day and the night. You're the scary person. The government's here and we're here to help. You're terrifying. And you don't even realize. You know what the thing is? I said that in 2022. 2023, you do know it. You do know you're terrifying. You do know you scare people. You do know that this is a fear tactic. You do know that this is fear-based. And that's what makes me sick. I'm hoping someday one of you cops I talk to is gonna go, you know what? He's right, this is dog poo. I'm locking people away who don't belong locked away. And you get bonuses for drugs.
No, I don't.
Your department gets bonuses according to the 1994 crime bill. You get more money for drug arrests.
If I got a bonus for all the drugs that I've seized, I'd be a pretty rich man, sir.
So that means you locked up how many people for those drugs you seized?
For the ones distributing in your community?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I don't keep count.
Right, and so how much good did that do?
What's that?
What's the net good? Is the drug problem worse than ever?
I think it is.
And so all those people you locked up was for nothing. You ruined those people's lives and you changed nothing. But did you change anything? Has anything gone better?
Yeah, I saved some lives from being...
You didn't save anybody's life. People who want to do drugs are going to do them and you can't stop it. Every person you locked up for drugs, you ruined a family, you ruined a life. You did that. You, sir. And that's what I'm trying. When I put the responsibility on you guys and explain to you that you'll have to pay for what you did when you meet God, you guys just have a hard time accepting it. You're actually one of the worst people on earth, and you don't even know it.
So I'm gonna go back to doing my speed enforcement.
Go do what you got to do, man.
Go do what you got to do. From me, let me know.
I need you to retire tomorrow.
Okay,
get rid of your mace and your cannon launcher.
Overthought says the thing that gets me with Chili is that he doesn't believe a thing he says. This is just his grift. He could just as easily sell crystals, be a breatharian. All the outrage is fake. I would agree with that. I think he's just a grifter. in my opinion.
Launchers and your bazookas.
Let me know. I hope
Yeah.
you have a. You sound like a religious man. I hope you have a blessed.
Listen, I'm a freedom-loving man, and you lock people up for drugs. You said you lost track how many people you locked up for drugs.
Please be safe on your travels.
Be safe.
All right. I mean, it was.
Am I allowed to take my dog out, or what's?
No, you're not on the side of the
Oh,
highway, sir.
I see.
No, sir.
I
Now
see.
there is an exit a mile up.
So
on the right.
Here's a good example.
Exit 80.
When you see what happens when you ask a law enforcer for any
Have a
kind of
good day, sir.
permission,
It's not
they'll
safe
try
for
to
you,
tell
sir.
you have they
It's not
have
safe for you,
permission
sir.
over you. When this jackboot thug does not have permission over me,
Stay blessed,
I
sir.
can do whatever I want, and he can't stop me. Just a nasty, disgusting pig. Just a pig. And he doesn't even realize what he does. He doesn't even realize what he does. And so he's just going to sit here and continue. Look, there's another one right there. Another copper's got someone pulled over right there. Look at that, right there. Another copper right there. Lay down, Charlie. I mean, you got another copper right there.
The time has come that we redress our government. You're sick and tired of seeing road pirates parked on the side of the road. You're tired of it. You can't stand it. Be honest. When was the last time you told one of these cops that what they're doing isn't worth their weight? They could be more. They could do more. When are you going to be the person that takes the stand? Because it takes a person to enforce the tyrannical laws that are being put forth upon these people. You and me. On your children, you give an inch, they take a little more. You give an inch, they take a little more. When do you speak up? It's your turn to take a stand.
I just don't understand how it gets to the point
Well,
where
things get to terrible places one tiny step at a time. You know, if I encroach on you and I'm sophisticated about it, I'm going to encroach 2 millimeters. I'm going to encroach right to the point where you start to protest. Then I'm going to stop. Then I'm going to wait. Then you're going to calm down. Then I'm going to encroach again right to the point where you protest. Then I'm going to stop. Then I'm going to wait. And I'm just going to do that forever. And before you know it, you're going to be back 3 miles from where you started, and you'll have done it one step at a time. And then you'll go, oh, how'd I get here? And the answer was, well, I pushed you a little farther than you should have gone, and you agreed. And so then I pushed you a little farther than you should have gone again, and you agreed.
Fucking Jordan. Goddamn fucking Peterson.
Alright, we're getting pulled over.
Oh, he sounds
I love it.
excited. How exciting, you're getting pulled over.
Exit Alright, we're gonna exit on Taylor. Let's see here. Where do you want me to pull over? You can pull over right here in Shoe City. In Shoe City.
Driver, when it's safe to do so, we're going to make the right turn and pull over and stop.
You got it. Welcomely handle it. I believe in my constitution.
Oh god. I hate this shit. The sovereign citizens, this is annoying to me. Okay. So new sovereign citizens will usually do a thing where they'll take the license plate off the back of their car because they no longer think they need a license plate. But they're little bitches about it, and they know what they're doing isn't real because they still bring the license plate in the car with them. So they clearly know they need it, otherwise they would have thrown it away or something. Some of them think you need to take it back to the DMV or Secretary of State or whatever. Either way, it is so ridiculous and frustrating to me that they're like, I don't have it, but I do have it, so when you pull me over, I have it. Such bullshit. It transparently shows what they're trying to do. It's frustrating.
Hello. I do this all the time. I believe in my constitutional right to travel.
Okay, can I see your driver license, please?
Is that an order?
I'm sorry?
I'll more than welcomely handle it, hand it over as long as you order me to do it. But
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
so you're ordering me? Okay, absolutely.
How come your license plate's not on your car?
The 14th Amendment says I have the right to travel without being taxed and
Nothing to do with this. That basically just means that you can go between the states, the 50 United States, without, like, being charged, without needing a passport to go between states. That's fine. But if you want to travel on the public roadways in a car by driving it, you need a license. Just like you need a license to drive an airplane, right?
without a license plate and without insurance. I do have insurance and I do have a license.
Okay, can I see the
I'm traveling. I don't have it with me. You can write me a ticket for it. That's no problem. I have, in the trunk, I've got 3 court cases.
In the trunk, I've got 3 court cases.
I've lost my license due to the coronavirus pandemic. The DMV is not open. I can't.
So you have a valid California driver license?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is your registration current?
Absolutely. It's not on there, but yes, it is current.
Well, do you have the registration? I don't want the license.
Nope. You can write me a ticket for that. That's no problem.
What is he even attempting to do here?
Like I said, I've got 3 court cases and 2 in...
Stone Corbell says the trials are literally taking place in my trunk right now. It's like a TARDIS.
2 in Fontana, 1 in El Monte for the same thing. And if you're going to show up to court, please write me a ticket, because I really want this to be resolved for the right to travel, because we have the right to travel without insurance.
No.
Insurance is gambling, and I am traveling.
I mean, if you want to look at it in that sense, sure, insurance is gambling in the sense that the insurance company is making a gamble that we bet you won't get in an accident. But, like, it serves a practical purpose in that if you get in an accident, whether it's your fault or not, you're insured. And ideally, the other person, because of the law, is also insured. So if they're at fault, they have to pay for things. It's a good thing. It's a good system. I'm in favor of people having insurance.
I'm not driving. That's the main thing I need to tell you, is I'm not driving right now. I'm traveling.
He said the thing!
Driving is for commercial use only. I don't need a license, and I don't need insurance, and I don't need registration when I'm traveling.
Okay.
So that's what this is about. I'm just a constitutionalist. You're more than welcome to write me any tickets you feel necessary, and we can resolve them in court.
How about I tell you all the reasons I stopped you?
Sure.
Okay. The vehicle that you were following in the number 1 lane, you were way too close. You were less than 1 car length behind the
He
vehicle.
stopped.
At 65.
Okay.
I was behind you for about 4
Okay.
miles.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I don't
also
agree.
you-
I don't agree I was doing anything unsafe.
Okay. Also, you have a brake light that's out.
That's true. I do have the brake light right here.
He has the brake light in his car? What? To put it in?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the grease to put it in.
Right.
It's not going to do you a lot of good unless you install it. I don't know if you know how brake lights work.
So
I can't just sense the presence of a brake light in your car. I need to see it.
So you're more than welcome to write me a fix-it ticket if you want to try and tax me for stuff to try and...
That's not a tax, it's a fine.
Make
So
revenue.
you have 3 other courts or 3 other cases?
For this exact same thing, and I'm winning
Have
them.
they already been adjudicated?
No, because of the coronavirus.
I have so many open cases against me for this same thing, officer. You have no idea.
But
he's gonna tow your car.
When we do go back, it's going to be common law, and the Constitution is going to be returned. And
This is a good one.
I highly recommend being very careful on how you handle this. As long as you're going to show up to court, please write me a ticket. But if you're not going to show up to court, then there's no point in writing me a ticket, because I want an honorable judge to resolve this issue, the 14th Amendment, that says we have the right to travel, And I've got all the documentation about these court cases right there in my trunk, if you want to look.
Put your seatbelt back on and stay here in the car.
Yes, sir. Violated my constitution. So he's committed 2 felonies.
He has not.
And violated my constitutional rights.
I don't think he has.
That would be the... Sorry, I got a text message. That would be... There's no fire. Using his emergency lights with no reason. And he ordered me. And no man can order another man to do something.
They can, actually, in many, many, many cases. This is one of those cases. They are police officers who have been deputized by the city with the authority of the populace to do this. Again, I think cops are shitty on the whole, and that there are systemic issues with policing in America. Hot take. But that doesn't mean you just get to say you don't have authority over me. That's not how it works. I wish I could hear their conversation. Are they just talking about what a dumbass he is?
And, how's it going? So I've got 3 CHP cases. And, let me just get your name and badge number for the record, sir. And can you please identify yourself, please?
I'm about to get a 4th case in my trunk.
It'll all be on the ticket.
Can you can't identify yourself? And what about your, partner? Can I get his name and badge number?
Give me a minute.
Okay. Can I just say one more thing? Is I've got 3 CHP cases. Last time I got pulled over by CHP, he didn't even give me a warning. And that thin blue line flag, I just noticed, that is absolutely a disgrace to the American flag. But I
do think the thin blue line shit is dumb, and cops shouldn't wear that shit on duty. I think it's dumb. I think it makes them look like assholes. But whatever. Gnome Pickles says, no man can order another man. Okay, sir, I get you have a desire for a woman to dom you, but this is a traffic stop.
Well, I understand you're doing your job, but you've made 2 mistakes and committed a felony for using your emergency lights when there's no emergency, and you cannot order a man anything. You cannot order a man to do it.
So, like, if I go to, like, McDonald's and I ask them to make me an Egg McMuffin, am I violating their civil rights? Like, there are specific social situations where there are different rules, right? Like, the cop is empowered in his job to ask these things of you, your license and everything, because he's enforcing state law. You can think of it, if it makes you feel better, he's not asking you. The state is asking you, and he is an apparatus of the state. Does that make you feel better? Probably not, but it is what it is. Get your fucking license renewed.
Another man, anything. So you're in big trouble because of this ticket. So let me go ahead and sign, and we can be on our way.
Are you done, sir?
I'm done.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What I have here, sir, is a citation for you not having your license plates on your vehicle.
Also
for not
I got it. I understand everything.
Oh my god, this guy sucks.
I see it. I see.
Okay, I'm still going to explain the ticket, sir.
Okay, you got it.
That's my job.
That's your job.
Also
and to
for
molest
not having proof of insurance.
And to molest
and
children.
For following
what?
The vehicle too closely.
You got it. I don't admit guilt to that, and that wasn't the case. But
I'm going to give you a warning today on the tail light.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Please don't molest any children or beat your wife and stuff like that. You know.
All right, that makes me laugh.
That thin blue line flag shows that you protect pedophiles. So let me go ahead and sign.
Okay. Sir, you're also required to have your valid California driver's license.
There's a pandemic going on.
I understand that. I'm not writing you a ticket for that as well. I'm just letting you know.
You're so kind. Okay. Thank you so
More
much.
Information is down here at the bottom of the ticket.
Oh, I'll be there. You better be there too. Because
sign here in the red box.
You got it. Because I'm
signing in the red box.
You will have.
All you're saying is that you're going to take.
And you'll arrest me if I don't sign it.
If you choose not to sign the ticket, sir, yes, you would have to.
Yeah, you got it then. Yeah. That's what I thought. I'm just checking. But yeah, you're in a bit of trouble because complaints are going to be filed right now. And I need his badge number.
Are you done?
Is when I get his badge number. When I have his badge number. I don't have his badge number. Your badge number's on here.
Sir.
And you haven't identified yourself either.
I did when I walked up. I said I'm Officer Martin.
No, you didn't. I have the whole thing on. And your badge number or serial number?
It's right here, sir. My badge number.
You can't identify. Thank you. Wait, was it that hard just to vocalize that? You have a great day, sir. You have a wonderful day.
Traffic here, so pull away and drive safely.
Yes, sir.
Jesus. This one's crazy. Huh. Well, that was a year ago. Or no, that wasn't. Ooh, that's loud.
Hello. I just got pulled over last night. This is Ladybird. All good, Ladybird. All good, Ladybird.
Is he gonna fight you?
No, I'm telling her you're all good.
Okay.
Oh, it's this guy. I recognize this guy.
Can I reach in my glove compartment to get you the license plate?
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Let me give you the license plate first, so you can run the license plate.
That leg hair is giving you dysphoria. That's one thing. That's my HRT superpower, is I barely grow leg hair. Since I've been, like, I would never had super thick leg hair, but ever since I've been on hormones, I barely have to shave. Like, visually, obviously, in a tactile sense, there's little tiny hairs that you can feel that I'd like to shave if, you know, if Baja's gonna be feeling them. But, like, visually, I can wear shorts, and it doesn't matter. Not a big deal.
Make sure it's not stolen.
Wait, what's this?
No! Take me with you! Get off me!
What?
Please! I want to be a Power Ranger! Get back here! I want to be a Power Ranger! Is that too much to ask? That's all I ever wanted! I'm sorry. It is too much to ask. But why? Don't ask me. They only want your swords. But why don't they want me? Because they don't! It's the only answer I have! No! I can't take that for an answer! I'm sorry, but you have to! They want to be original this time! The show is literally called Power Rangers Cosmic Fury! Am I not cosmic enough for you? Am I not furious enough for you?
That's funny. For those who don't know, Power Rangers is still on the air and has been for a long time. Usually the way the show works is they take Super Sentai, which is a Japanese show, and then just added American footage into it. This time, though, Netflix is making original suits, so it's a whole drama thing in the Power Rangers fandom.
I was stopped last night by an officer just as I was going to my hotel. And here's the paperwork for getting the license plate, and that's an email, and you can see the date. I got in an accident, I guess it was yesterday, and my license plate fell off, and I never had a front one.
Say again?
So I never had a front one.
Yeah.
And because the bumper changed a few years ago, but my other one, I got in an accident last night.
Are you okay? There's
Yeah.
no injuries?
The new suits don't look bad. I think someone did an edit where they took it and put the lightning bolt design, like right here, the black lightning bolt from last season, and I think it looks better. The new suits are like, it's too much just the primary color. It needs like something to break it up, I think. And I think the black lightning bolt was a good call, but it's whatever. It's Power Rangers.
Okay.
No, it was in Long Beach, and I just tapped the bumper.
Okay.
So with the driver's license, I'm not driving, I'm traveling, so I'm not in that capacity. I'm more than happy. I do have the driver's license, and I'll give it to you so you can check my identity, but we both have to agree I'm traveling first. Okay. Or you can order me to do it, and, you know.
You're not traveling, you're driving. Ramblin' Boy, thanks for 9 months. This sub-baby's name is going to be Cream Pie Johnson. Everyone likes to come and get a pie from Cream Pie Johnson.
Oh, of course, I have to follow an order.
License, I know who I'm speaking to.
Well, as long as we agree that I'm traveling.
Just let me see your driver's license.
Was that a yes or a no?
I just need to see your driver's license.
No, I know, but if we're traveling, I can give you my name. I prefer to give you my name if you want.
Because you're on a public highway.
Right.
So
I know.
You never watch Power Rangers? Is it worth watching as an adult without nostalgia for it? No. Probably not. Like, I like Power Rangers, but, like, it depends. Are you already into, like, kaiju and, like, if you were already into kaiju and, like, silly Japanese shit, maybe I'd say yes. But if you have no interest in anything like that, no, you're gonna hate Power Rangers. You would think it's the dumbest thing ever.
In Nevada, you gotta have a driver's license.
I do right there. But I'm
I
not.
don't like when they call it Super Sentai Japanese Power Rangers because it sounds like the creators of the American version were the ones responsible for creating the original IP. I don't think I've ever heard someone call it Japanese Power Rangers. But yeah. Yeah. Other way around.
I'm not driving. Yeah. No, I don't mind at all as long as we agree that I'm traveling. Is that?
You're driving at the moment.
I'm not. I'm traveling.
Okay.
I'm not engaged in commercial capacity. So let me go ahead and tell you my name and date of birth.
No, if you have a physical driver's license, it makes everything so much easier.
I know, but it's about spelling. It's about I want to spell my name correctly, and my name is misspelled on my driver's license.
But if you have your driver's license, it'll be a lot easier.
But I'm traveling, so I do have my driver's license. It's actually right here. He was just looking at it.
So
but
I have a hard time hearing because all the traffic.
Yeah. Let me just write down my name and date of birth for you. Can I do it that way?
I can see your driver's license right there. You know
Right.
what?
That one's expired. I just got back from Walmart and I bought the beer, so I have it.
Oh, yeah, I see it right there. Some Blue Moon.
Yep.
That's what I see.
And I got some water for the dogs, but yeah, I have my driver's license. This one's the same information, just expired. It's probably in my pocket, but I don't want to read. Okay. Yeah, it's right here. Driver's license is right here, but I'm not driving, so I don't need a driver's license. I'm traveling. I'm not engaged in commercial use.
I understand, sir, but saying about
here's the thing. This is in all caps name, and I just want to give you my name in not all caps, upper and lowercase.
It's fine.
Because I know it's jurisdiction, and you don't have it as I'm traveling. But I'm not an all caps name. I'm a man. Are you a man?
None of this is anything. What do you mean you're not an all? I know what he means. When he says he's not an all caps man, he means not his birth certificate. That means nothing. They're not pulling over your birth certificate. They're pulling over you.
Hey, no man can order another man to do anything.
Yes, they can. They absolutely can.
I'll give you the ID, or if we agree that we're traveling, or I can give you my name and date of birth. That's what I'm willing to do.
Yeah, I understand that, sir, but...
I know it makes it easier, but all you gotta do is say I'm traveling. That we agree to that. Then, yeah. So, because of that, it's in all caps name, and I'm not in all caps name. I'm a man, and I'm not engaged in commercial capacity, so I'm not going to give you the driver's license. If you need to ID me, you can run my name and date of birth. Again, I was pulled over last night. It was a 5-minute stop.
I understand that,
and,
sir,
because I gave him the paperwork, and he agreed that we were traveling, and I showed him my driver's license. I know.
It wouldn't matter.
I am trying to too, but this is my belief system, and this is my constitutional rights.
I understand.
So that's all I'm trying to do.
I'm gonna keep this playing. I have to pee real quick.
I want, if you have to ID me.
Sir, if you just hold it up like this, I won't take it from you. I'll just jot down your name and stuff like that.
Just jot down my name spelled correctly with a capital T and lowercase o and a lowercase m and a lowercase m and a lowercase y.
Can I make sure that it's valid at least?
Yeah.
I won't grab.
There you go. It's 2024.
Okay. Can I just take down your driver's license number then?
No, because I'm not driving. You can take my name and date of birth, or or you can just order me to it and I'll send you a bill. But so those are what I want to do, and that's just my belief system. That's just what I want. I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. It's just what I believe. That we have rights that are protected and secured by the United States Constitution, and but I'm the registered owner. It's not stolen, and
if you have I jot down your
I know you need the information. I know you need the information, but we're on the record with my phone.
I'll just take your last name. What is it?
It's capital R, lowercase o, lowercase c, lowercase K, and then lowercase s.
Rock. First name?
Uppercase T, lowercase m, or lower.
Say again.
Uppercase T, lowercase o, lowercase m.
Say that one more time.
Lowercase m.
M.
Lowercase m.
M.
And a lowercase y. Yes.
Y. Date of birth.
9/28/84.
28.
84.
84.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the California.
And yes, and now that you took it down correctly and we're on the record with me spelling it correctly.
Anyone who was trying to take over for me from when I left, you're dead to me.
I feel comfortable.
Here, real quick, give me a second, okay, Tommy?
Yep, take your time. I'm not in any rush. I believe I'm in the do not detain also, because my past 2 stops have been real quick and.
Tommy Rock, give me a second, alright?
Take your time.
And do you have insurance, Tommy?
Yes, with AAA, I just got in an accident, and if I could dig around, I could probably find, like, in the back seat, because I pretty much checked the front. It was on here the last time I remembered, and it was in 2 pieces.
And
So
you own this vehicle, right, Tommy?
yes, it's or Nancy Green, my mom, but it is a or. So I have equal. I have equal. Oh, I have the.
Paz Daniel Espion, thank you for subscribing.
Let's go to Rancho Santa Margarita, and then they.
Oh, like California?
Yeah, California, and then they drove it to my house. But see, I showed the officer that, and he was so thrilled that I took the time to do that. That he let me go. Because like I said, I do have I got in an accident. It just happened, and the VIN is the same. Here's the issue, and if you want to get into the admissions, I mean, you're gonna find out what you're gonna find out, but it doesn't go anywhere. It's just a civil.
Pier scar with the hats off. What would you like me to wear?
Thing, but I can't register my car because there's an emissions recall, and I will not get.
You just want me to take the hat off? Sure, that's fine.
Hope so. So I will not get the recall because it's going to make my car run crappy.
There, no hat. Lewd. My head is completely unprotected.
Yep, I'm gonna look in the back seat.
Yeah, you might roll up the window just a tiny bit. I don't want your dog to hop out and potentially get hit by a car.
Yep. Thank you.
You don't gotta roll it all the way.
At least I didn't agree to wear a maid outfit, Rin. One day you'll have enough for Danzy. I'm gonna ruin it. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna make like a... What am I gonna do? I'll make like another points thing that's like 10 channel points immediately stop Danzy time. And then it'll be a prisoner's dilemma. Then everyone in the chat has to agree that no one will stop Danzy time to get it to happen. Everett GA says, travel to Stream Boss. Did you become the Stream Boss? That's a joke, by the way. I'm not actually going to do that. If someone, does that, they do it, and we'll do... Then you'll cry? Joke's on you. You assume I care about your feelings. That's a joke. But if someone gets Danzy time, we'll do Danzy time. That's how it works. I would ask, I've said this before, if anyone plans to do Danzy time, I would appreciate if you gave me like a 24-hour notice. Like, and it doesn't have to be public. You don't have to like go into the chat and say that, If you want it to be a surprise, you can DM me on Twitter and be like, hey, I have the channel points, I'm going to use it tomorrow. It would just help me plan. So if anyone does ever get the points, I'd appreciate if you're like, hey, I'm going to do this tomorrow. And if you want it to be a surprise, it can be a surprise for people. No problem. Paz Daniel Espion with 1,000 bits has been watching the archive since the start of COVID. Thanks for making these past years better. Oh, thank you, and thanks for the bits. Appreciate it. You've already cried twice on stream, so your chat knows it's possible. That's a shame. I won't cry on stream. I'll just hold it in until I'm a psychological wreck. That's my normal strategy, and that's been going well so far. Oh.
Dummheit ist.
What in the world?
Das ist euch lang. Ich lauf Straßen, die wir.
This video is UFO, Sovereign Citizen, Anonymous, Scientology, Freemasonry, Gold, Don, Trump, Adam Skiff love each other. So a sane person uploaded that for sure.
What's good, family? How y'all doing? Now look, I had a lot of people, right?
Want to play Grounded after stream? That sounds fun. We haven't done that in a while.
A lot of you guys fighting criminal cases, and you guys want to know how to bring a proper challenge to court when challenging jurisdiction. Now, a lot of you guys been learning from these gurus online.
Challenging jurisdiction in the court isn't going to do anything if they have jurisdiction, which frankly, in 99.999999999% of court cases, they do. Just saying it isn't magic. It only works if they actually don't have jurisdiction, and they do have jurisdiction over you.
Talking about acceptance for value or trying to operate as a secure party creditor, but entirely the courts don't understand those processes. They only understand things that's inside of their delegated authority. So what I want to do is I want to explain to you guys the statutory remedies that you can be using to help you with your defense at court, right? Now, what this is, right, is acts subjecting persons to jurisdiction of the court of state. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read this to you guys and kind of break down on what certain things mean in this, right? So let's read it. Florida Statute 48.
Sub baby delivered Cream Pie Johnson.
Subjecting persons to jurisdiction.
Looks like I've been robbed by that dangle mysterious Cream Pie
Johnson. A person, whether or not a citizen or resident of the state, who personally or through an agent does any of these acts enumerated in the subsection thereby submits himself or herself, and if he or she is a natural person. So even if you're claiming that you're a citizen or not a citizen, you could be subjected if you're doing any of these things. So keep listening. His or her personal representative.
Ugh, too echoey. It's this one. Oh, this sovereign citizen is a felon and is in possession of a firearm in a state where that's not allowed. I hate Twitch times 2. Thanks for 3 months. Says he feels so smart right now.
Yeah, that's definitely a drug. Hey, shut the door. Come back here. Come back here. What's going on? Hey, pulled you over. Take your hands out of your pockets. Okay. Pulled you over today. Okay. Because you have a suspended driver's license. I ran your tags. Okay. And I found that the registered owner was license and registered owner.
You say what?
Take your hands out of your pockets, please.
Okay, no.
I ran your tags.
Okay, I understand it, but don't put your hands on me.
Don't reach your hand. Okay, come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Hey, just settle down. Yeah, we're allowed to. Why? No, you're not. I allowed the 2 years. Calm down. Chill out. I ran your tags. You want me to explain why I pulled you over?
I know that you cannot do that.
You want me to explain to you why I pulled you over?
You cannot do that, sir. Give me your keys. Why do you need my keys? Why do you need my keys?
About to catch a criminal charge. Why? Because you're detained for traffic offense and you're not allowed to leave. You're under arrest for driving on a suspended driver's license.
Ooh, driving on a suspended driver's license.
That's not a criminal offense.
It's traffic.
That is I mean, it's an offense though. I guess I don't know if that's criminal or if it just falls under traffic, but either way, you're not allowed to do it.
offense. It's a traffic offense, not a criminal offense. No, that's not a misdemeanor. Okay. So just lean against this. Do it. We don't have to come. Misdemeanor. Okay. Well, quit. I'm not tightening up. Okay. You're about to find your way in a set of handcuffs. Okay. Just settle down. Okay. Just settle down. Okay. Am I being detained? Yes. You're under arrest. What's your RAS? What is RAS? Reasonable suspicion. Driving on suspended license, Charles. That's illegal.
What's your reasonable, articulable suspicion? You're driving on a suspended license. That'll do it.
Can't do that. That's not illegal. Yes, it is. It doesn't have to be. It's a traffic offense while you conduct a traffic stop. Okay, don't argue with silly stuff. I'm not going to argue with silly stuff. See you there. Okay. Mr. Terry. Mr. Terry. Yes. So what? Okay, so y'all.
His name's Terry? That's kind of funny. Like a Terry stop? Anyone?
Y'all arresting me for suspended driver license that I don't have? Come here. Walk right over here. Okay. So that's you. 1649. Okay, you got behind my car suspended. Okay, I'm suspended. I didn't. Okay, you're saying I'm suspended. Yeah, but I haven't did anything criminal.
So I ran your license plate.
But that's not criminal.
I ran your license. It's a misdemeanor in the state of Arkansas.
It's not criminal, man.
Okay, well, I'm not going to argue this.
I studied law for 10 years. That's not criminal.
You studied law for 10 years and you don't know you need a driver's license to drive a car? Like, I understand that there's a distinction between, like, that's a traffic violation or that's, you know, whatever. But it doesn't mean you can do the thing just because it's a traffic violation and not specifically a law.
Alright.
You did miss Glenn. It was okay, though. It was pretty boring. He just wasted a cop's time for 20 minutes.
Well, right now you're under arrest for driving off suspended driver's license. And I'm not going to have this silly argument anymore, okay?
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what is all this about.
Well, I've told you 15 times.
Okay, can I call my wife?
No, you cannot. I'm going to put this right on my seat, okay? Is there anything in your car that can get you in trouble? Any weapons? No, I'm towing your vehicle per departmental policy. No, you can't. Go back over there, please.
He's got to drive my car. He said he's going to drive my car back.
He cannot.
Why not?
Because per department policy, I have to tow your vehicle.
Why? I mean, y'all just towing my car.
Enter 605. Start me another unit over here, please.
What's Chili done now? Just pulling up on more cops and talking bullshit, basically. Yeah, the lawsuits are kind of funny. This is why I cover delete laws on stream sometimes like this, but I don't put out, like, videos on YouTube where I'm like, delete laws, blah, 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 blah. He sues, like, everyone. He's a goddamn psycho. And, like, he knows his lawsuits are going nowhere. He just wants to waste people's time and money. It's really fucked up.
Yeah, I'll get you a supervisor.
Can I get a supervisor? I don't want to talk to a supervisor, because
He's a vexatious litigant.
I don't understand this. Y'all towing my car up.
In my opinion.
Henry 605 to street crime supervisor available at the moment. 6416 Colonel Glenn, DuPois Laundromat. Your presence is being requested, sir.
That doesn't make any sense. Y'all just jump behind my car. Y'all jump behind my car.
So you have no reasonable expectation of privacy.
For no reason. Y'all had no. I wasn't speaking. I wasn't speaking. That is just a unit for your court to us. The only
Hey, 605, sorry, I'm in a verbal argument. We're fine, nobody run code. Everybody slow down. It's all good.
Throw me in handcuffs.
We've explained it to you about 15 times, Charles. Okay. Continue. So right now, per departmental policy, I'm mandatory search until your car. Not gonna happen.
I know they find a gun.
Per my department policy, I have to tow it. I'm not allowed to let anybody take it.
Because he got driving with suspended license?
Yes, sir.
I can drive his car.
No, sir. My department policy doesn't allow me to do that. Hey, help him put him in the car.
That's weird. I don't like that.
Like, why is there 4 officers?
Oh, yeah. Myself in 606 out here.
Yeah, I pulled over because I thought it was my neighbor.
Oh,
he's
gun.
not a felon. I don't know why he's tripping about that.
There's the gun. Yeah.
Hey, will you get some latex, please? You have gloves? Okay. You need a... He's a felon? Do y'all know him by chance? Okay. So I ran his license plate, which you have no reasonable expectation of privacy of your license plate. We don't have to have a reason to run your license plate. We found that the registered owner of this...
There are literally jurisdictions now where they have auto scanners. Like the camera on the cars automatically scans every license plate it sees to check if anyone has like warrants or it's up to date and stuff. It's fucking crazy.
Vehicle has a suspended driver's license. We saw him in the car, pulled him over, and he jumped out immediately and started arguing with us, talking about how he studied law, which, cool, I hope he did, that's great. But it's an unclassified misdemeanor in the state of Arkansas to drive on a suspended driver's license. That's why he was put in handcuffs. He was tensing up. So to avoid a fight, we went ahead and put him in handcuffs because that's where that was going.
He was being arrested.
Yes, for driving on suspended driver's license.
You're arresting him for a misdemeanor?
Yes. And then, so per my departmental policy...
Reading his rights, though, when you arrested him.
You don't need to read someone's rights when they're arrested. They need to be read before they're questioned, like before they're actually interrogated. Television has made this such like a thing people get in their head. You need to be Mirandized before questioning. Are there any vids on former sovereign citizens? I think there's a couple out there. I've seen at least 1 or 2 articles, too. I never find them that interesting. Honestly, it's usually just people being like, yep, I was a dumbass. Like, yeah. Yeah, you were.
Let's just...
You guys. It doesn't matter. I paid them to do their job. I'm a taxpayer.
And we just got a gun from a convicted felon.
Okay.
Okay. No, ma'am, you're more than welcome to stand here. I just... That's... Yeah. Well, right now he's under arrest for a felon.
Well, you just said he was under arrest for a misdemeanor.
Well, yeah, and that changed when I found the firearm, but you interrupted me, so you let me get there.
Girl, stop talking to me. Hold it.
That's actually kind of a saying. Don't commit a felony, or don't commit a misdemeanor while you're also committing a felony, because the misdemeanor might get caught, and they'll definitely catch the felony if they catch you for the misdemeanor. Break one law at a time. Ideally, break no laws, but if you're gonna break the law, one at a time, please.
14 half bill. Just stack two. I'll be around in a second.
Like, if you were driving around with something illegal in your car, your license plate better be up to date. You know what I mean?
Don't kick your feet out. I'm not. Hey, my supervisor's on the way.
Yeah, but y'all pulled me up for no reason.
Pulled you over because you're driving on suspended license.
Y'all pulled me up and that's no reason. You can't do that, man.
Okay, well, right
You can be pulled over for driving on a suspended license. Yes, you can.
now you're under arrest.
Like, you're in the cop car. They can do that, and they have done that. It's done.
Firearm by certain persons because you're a convicted felon. There's a gun underneath your seat, and you're the only person in the car.
Okay, well, I'm not worried about that because that gun's registered to my wife, so I'm not worried about it.
Guns aren't registered in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. You're incorrect.
That's her gun.
Well, cool. Hey, so let's just quit this back and forth, and let's just take it in court.
I'm not worried about it, man.
Okay, cool. Okay. You seem pretty worried about it.
Yeah.
You seem pretty worried about it.
Hello. How are you? Who are you? Oh, okay, yeah. Let's just go that way. Please, and thank you.
The second one, go completely into it. I just got it.
I don't know
Keys
if
in
he
the back.
finds anything else interesting. I don't think so, but I'm curious if there's more.
Okay.
Just pull a condom out of his
make sure.
pocket?
Okay.
Ooh, a magnum. Nice.
You the sergeant? Okay. What's your name, sir? I'm Charles Hunt. Charles Hunt. H-U-N-T. Hunt.
You can tell because of the way it is.
Okay, your officers, I know you see farther than them because we're going to the Supreme Court. I hope you know that. I told them I'm studying law for 10 years. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay? There's no way these guys could have known that was me in the car. Okay? The full joke. They had no RS. Okay? Go ahead and take a seat.
A magnum condom for his monster dong. He keeps it in his pocket just so when the cops pull him over, they'll be impressed.
Reasonable articulate suspicion. They had none because they didn't know who was in the car. My wife could have been in the car. For all they knew. So that's why I'm taking y'all to the Supreme Court. Okay. And I'm going to get $1 million for every day I sit in jail. Okay, well, you just gained another charge. Influence. You just gained another.
Baja, can I tell a story vis-a-vis Magnum condoms that involves you or no? It's involved, you know. No? Okay.
Another charge. Attempt to influence law enforcement. No, I'm not. Congratulations. No, I'm not. Kansas versus Glover is the United States Supreme Court case that clarifies that a vehicle return. Say it again, sir. No, it has not. No, it has. No, it has not. Okay. So what?
Well, we're not going to the U.S. Supreme Court because they're not going to rehear the case they just judged on in 2020.
So, Mr. Glover,
I'll get a free flight out of it. I'll see you there.
Mr. Glover, are you aware which Supreme Court case says I'm allowed to conduct an inventory search of your vehicle? Because I'm pretty sure you just said overturn just to disagree with me. Because that's quite obviously not true.
Overturn.
Okay. All right. So what is the what is the paramount pillar of Fourth Amendment involving law enforcement? What Supreme Court case? Man, I'm not discussing with you. Okay. Well, I discuss that. No. I appreciate it. That's fine.
There's an alarm going off at the police station.
What's the legitimate question? What code? Is that what you're talking about? It's law. Well, yeah. Everything I've done today has been well within the color of law. Color of law. It's not. The color of law is not law, then you know. That doesn't make any sense. It's not color of law, you know it's not law. Where's the study law?
The U.S. Army once dropped large condoms labeled as medium over the Soviet Union to demoralize them. Similarly, NASA, the old way that the toilets in space worked, they basically had to pee into like tube things that were like disposable. They were like bags that you put your penis over because this was when only men were astronauts. Anyway, they had to rename the sizes because no one would ever like put their size down for small or medium, so they had to like change the sizes of the like penis sacks to be like large, huge, and ginormous or something, so that people would be more likely to pick an accurate size. People, and I don't understand the penis size thing. I don't get it, but that's just me.
Don't worry about all that, man. Okay. All that doesn't matter. Google. That's where it's coming from. No. We'll see. Okay. We'll see where I stay. Okay. Well, y'all, once I get my
There is a reason you're not practicing law, and that is
the practice of law. The practice of no. That's great. That's people that call families that practice law. Judge Mathis is. Okay. Turn right, sir. Go ahead. All right there, that room says duty room. Go ahead, sir. See the first door right there on the left? That room up there? This one? Right there? Yeah. Are y'all taking these off? Yeah. They're tight on me. Face forward here. You said they're too tight? Yeah. Okay. Well, wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'm in your per policy.
So my partner's very large fingers can hurt.
Probably the largest finger in the world, please, for it.
So just to make sure we're within policy.
This is interesting. I don't think I've seen a sovereign citizen thing where it's going through the entire booking process. Oh my god, is that a full body scanner? Are you fucking kidding me? Why does this place have the budget for a full body scanner? Or is that just where they take the photos? It kind of looks like one of those full body scanners from the airport.
Push it shut. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a body scanner. Oh my fucking god. Why? We just want healthcare. Argonian Bum says, fun fact, the violent cop that terrorized my friends and I growing up was only able to be taken down because footage of him leaked of doing a full cavity search of a man inside of one of those scanners for a traffic stop. What the fuck? Hydrate.
Executive, are you closer?
Yeah, you betcha. Get my contact. I'm just getting my contact out. Listen, I'm serious. I'm in jail right now. Yes, I am. For real. Dude. No, they don't. I just made it to the booking little place up there. It's on high definition body camera. Two people heard you say it. I didn't know how am I going to get ejected in regular court.
Interesting. What else we got? Is there any way to get rid of... I don't go on Facebook, but Facebook video is a good place to find, like, sovereign citizen and conspiracy stuff. Is there any way to center this? Because there's, like, comments over here. I don't give a shit about these. I can't figure out how to get rid of them, though. I guess it works. Here's some of these people harassing people at a library. I know I can do it in OBS. I don't want to do that, though.
I just want them to know that you guys aren't making us leave. Because if I leave before you guys leave, then it's like you made us leave.
Well, I'm still waiting for them to tell me if they have the book. They didn't even want to look it up. They want to tell me to get out. Yep.
Okay, I got you. Cool.
Are they checking for you?
They wouldn't check it.
What book are you looking
The U.S. Constitution for Dummies.
He's just fucking with them.
It's a real book.
It's hard to hear.
I have a copy. I just want to know if you have it.
It sounded like she said they do. You should go grab it.
Oh, you don't need to grab it, hon. I just wanted to know whether or not you had it.
That way we can refer people to come here and get a copy
You fucking loser.
if they need it.
Because you'd be surprised a lot of libraries do not carry that book, and they should, because it breaks down the Constitution, the Bill of Rights for people very...
Why are police at the library? Because these two douchebags came in and are harassing people and filming and shit.
Easily, so they can understand it.
Looks like a nice library, though.
All right.
All right. Good guys. Y'all have a great day, man. You stay,
Stay
warm out there, man.
You guys too, because I got to tell you, it's a little nippy out there.
So,
Heads up, you might get more calls about us. Heads up, you might get more calls about us.
Okay.
I'm not going to say where, but you might.
Heads up, we're gonna go harass other people.
All right, that's good enough.
Yeah. And you are badge 42, and what's your name?
Heemstra.
Eamster, and what's yours?
Black 54.
Sergeant?
Yep.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
So if there's a problem,
It's always going to be his fault. Shit rolls downhill, so, you know.
well, that's true too.
He looks like, his demeanor.
The mask does is force us to rebreathe our own
CO2. Cause acid. You have it right. We are.
Oh, they're
Nope.
anti-maskers too.
Well, tell me.
Good fucking god, these people suck.
Come on, now my mom didn't want to enter the house because you guys are here.
I think this is someone who's like an animal hoarder or something similar and is getting visited about some animal welfare stuff.
Come on, now my mom didn't want to enter the house because you guys are here. And I'm gonna stand my ground. What can you guys do? Except for exit.
And come back with a warrant.
Yes,
That's what we can
okay. Or we could go to court right now. Take me to court.
No, we can't.
Yeah, you guys could. If you really wanted to push for it, you could. That's how it goes. I read the law. That's all I do is read and study the law and everything. Seriously, I should become.
Well, then you should know. Then like what we're
No,
supposed
yeah,
to do. I mean, just
exit off my property without a warrant. Bye. You guys are not welcome here.
Okay.
And sorry to be rude to you because I know I don't know you and stuff like that. It's just I'm really not this kind of person they're making me out to be. It's just you have to understand like what.
Remember when the show Hoarders had the poop lady? That describes a lot of episodes of Hoarders I've seen, so you're gonna have to be more specific. I've seen a lot of episodes of Hoarders. Been a lot of poop situations.
Not said anything.
The scrutiny, the law enforcement, and animal control have been putting me through for the past couple years.
Diamond, we have not.
No, you guys tried to take my dog.
Not me.
I had to fight that, and I didn't get no lawyer, and I represented myself. I got my dog back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw that.
I went to court and I saw you do
And then now I'm gonna do the same thing, but now I'm gonna sue all of you because I'm sick of it. You guys are trying to criminalize me by a stroke of a pen. That's not fair.
But Diamond, do you understand that if you just showed us your birds, then
If you understand, if you just leave, like we don't even have to have this conversation, and you guys don't have to be stressing me out, cause I'm stressed out. You guys are stressing me out.
Do you care about animals?
Do you care about my mom? Do you care about my family? No, you don't. You don't care about. You don't even care about animals.
I mean, this is a call about animal welfare, so that's what they're here for.
You guys just pretend to.
Okay, well,
you guys took away my dog when she was in distress.
Diamond,
you guys don't care about
this
anything.
It's not going anywhere. You are obviously.
It's not. It's obviously not going nowhere. So why don't you go?
We're going to.
I'm asking you respectfully, nicely, go.
Okay.
Okay. And by the way, the declaration of ownership, the time has lapsed. So I don't know if you came to the shelter yesterday trying to grab that or just.
Oh yeah, you just told me right now that you're gonna help me with it. Now it's lapsed.
Well, it's on the paperwork that was left on the door.
It wasn't left. There was no paper left on the door. First
Diamond,
of all, I found that paper
stop.
across my property.
Diamond,
it was
stop.
not on no door. You guys.
I got it.
I was picking up trash and I found that paper.
If you found it though, then it was delivered to you.
Yeah,
I did put it on the fence,
but that's
though.
not That's not notifying anyone anything.
Well, you wouldn't talk to us, so how are we supposed to notify you if you don't
In the
talk to us?
mailbox, try that. Why?
not
If you
allowed to
tape
put
something,
mailbox. We are
the
not
wind's
allowed
gonna
to.
blow it away. You guys are playing with me, so I'm gonna play with you guys.
We'll come back with a warrant.
I'm gonna fight paperwork with paperwork. So you're gonna be very overwhelmed.
So Diamond, when we come back with a warrant again, you're going to be just as upset.
No, I won't.
You're
But
gonna
I
be
no,
just
no,
as
I won't. You guys
embarrassed.
give me a warrant, I will let you in because you guys have the legal grounds to be on my property. Right now, you guys are just a bunch of people giving me a hard time.
Okay.
Well, we're
Not
done
you.
Then. We will see you again then.
And
Diamond.
you, for not giving me that declaration of ownership, that is very wrong. The times have not lapsed. Today is the second day. It says I have 2 days on that paper.
48 hours.
Have it been 40 hours?
Tuesdays.
Exactly? No, it has not.
Yeah.
No, it has not. No.
Wonder why they're called paper terrorists. Yeah, that's a thing sovereign citizens get called a lot because they like to clog up the system with a bunch of useless paperwork that they don't know how to file.
Doesn't count the day that you give it. 1, 2.
Yes,
Tomorrow's my
it's
last
48
day.
hours from the time that it was given.
You know Lisa's number, right? Our manager.
So why did you tell me right now that I could fill it out? Then all of a sudden you take it back.
She was trying to call you and you wouldn't call her back or text her. So
Diamond,
this
this is-
Oh,
is
hold on,
what
hold
she
on.
said
Right now
she
you
had.
said you'll help me do that.
But
And you
I
went to the
realize-
car. And now since I'm not playing you guys' game with you guys,
No.
you're not gonna let me fill out the
Okay, here,
paperwork.
I'll give you one, but if
Only postal carriers can put anything in mailboxes legally.
it lapses, it lapses. If you want to fill it out and try to submit it, you can submit it, but it's still within 48 hours. I'll give you one.
40 hours, but you guys did not give me. I did not receive the
I'll give you
notification.
one. It's not
You guys
a big
taped
deal.
it onto my fence and it blew away.
That's not our fault. You wouldn't talk to us, so we couldn't give it directly to
Then
you.
why didn't you put it in the mailbox where I can find it?
We're not allowed to.
We're legally not allowed to.
You guys are not allowed to be on my property.
Here, let me give you this. You can submit it if you want, but you got to submit it today.
Hold on, can I get your badge number?
Badge
Or do you have a card?
Badge number 2030.
2030.
write my name on it so you can remember it. And I'll give you our supervisor's number if you want to speak to him.
So, back to that. You were here when you guys raided my place that day. Why didn't you guys look into what you guys were doing? Why would you? No, you didn't. Cause no. Everything you cited me for was all wrong. You guys should have checked in with the state. Don't you guys have like a database?
Please let her
Hold up,
finish.
no. But you said you were there that day.
I was.
Okay. Don't you guys have a database where you see what places are illegal and which ones not? If you guys were to just look, you guys could look up the numbers right there on my seller's
This
permit.
is probably not the best place to discuss.
Are they obsessed with badge numbers? It's so they can file complaints. If you want to file a complaint against an officer, you need their badge number.
Why not? You're here right now. You told me you were here that day when all my mom was put in handcuffs and everything. So that is what made me mad the most. Not just that, but you guys took other stuff that was not on the warrant. Why do you guys take my jewelry? Why do you guys take my money?
Diamond,
That wasn't on the warrant. So therefore, no.
On this matter.
No, so
That's the best
your body
place
cams.
for
You
it.
guys are required to wear body cams, and they're required to stay on the whole time. So when I write my report about all the stuff you guys have stolen from me, and you guys can't furnish those body cams, you know you guys are all in trouble, right?
Diamond, can I interrupt? Because this is about the animals.
Seriously.
Diamond,
All you guys.
Do you want to fill this out
I
now?
have 2 lawyers. You guys do not know who you guys are messing with.
Do you want to fill this out now? Or not? Okay, I can give it to you and you can fill it out later, but you have to get it in today. So you might as well just do it now.
And I would trust you guys to go look at the animals, but my brother told me that you guys made him upset. He was being nice to you guys, and you guys were trying to write him a ticket. And
Right.
so he said, what the heck? So you guys can understand why I don't trust you guys on my property now, because I don't want no ticket from you guys. I already have enough stuff to pay for that it was wrecked during that raid.
Right. But you'd rather have a warrant? Like, honestly, Diamond, if the birds have water, we have nothing to stand on.
They do have water.
They
Dude,
can-
look at my birds. They're hecka happy. No chickens frolic like that.
I mean, if you just show us the ones in the
I
back.
don't want to show you guys nothing.
Then we'll come back with a warrant.
You know how traumatized I am from having any kind of legal authority on my property right now? Can you understand that? It's not like I have nothing to hide about my birds. It's just my jewelry was taken. Understand that?
Animal control, yeah.
Well, you guys come with the people that took it, so that has something to do with something.
We got called in after the fact.
Come on now, you guys,
You know we
you
weren't there all
guys
day.
have brought me down to nothing almost.
Okay,
But I believe in God,
fill that
so
out and we'll work on it, okay?
so it's all right. Everything's gonna be okay.
Are animals being hurt? Someone suspects her of it. I know she said her dog was taken away before, and now they're concerned about her chickens. They're worried that the chickens aren't getting water, I guess.
The animal control, I thought was supposed to be protecting the animals. You guys just take my animals. Law enforcement is supposed to protect the people. You guys just steal from me. Like, you guys took something very sentimental that belongs to me also. And I'm highly upset about that. My best friend committed suicide on Easter, and you guys took her necklace. What's today's date?
The 13th? 12th.
So if it says the 12th, then I haven't lapsed the day because on the paperwork you gave me, it says it's the 10th that day.
Okay, and then you're filling it out and you're in the...
So then why were you lying?
I wasn't lying. I made a
You
mistake.
guys are...
It doesn't matter. You're still fine. Like, regardless of what I said, I gave you the form anyway. So you're still legit. It's fine. We'll contact you for a hearing if you requested one on the form. I don't know if you did yet. I can't see it, but... And it's just like with Kush. The hearing with Kush. I think you had one with Kush. It was before I came here, but... Wait a minute. So, okay.
I don't know how to fill it out.
No, I know. I'm just making sure you filled it out right. Or at least the way you want it. I just wanted to make, because some people check this one and it says that you'll relinquish animals, but you didn't check that one. So, we haven't seized them yet, so we don't need to worry about this. I'm going to cross it off. And you are the owner, right? Of the birds?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we will contact you for a hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. And it's just kind of like with Kush. All right, so it's the same process. You're just going to meet at Highland. or maybe not. They changed it to county council, but we'll see how it works out. But we'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay. And then I just realized I wrote this on the wrong thing. Yeah, I was gonna give you our supervisor's number, but I wrote it on the thing that I keep. So let me give you our supervisor's number. Anyway. And then.
Hope those chickens are okay.
Say that again?
Can you put the back window down?
The back window? Yeah, you can take a look at it.
Where are you headed?
And here. I'm not gonna answer any questions, sir.
What's that?
I'm not gonna answer any questions. And just to let you know, I'm videotaping this.
What's that, sir?
And just to let you know, I'm videotaping this. Okay?
Okay, that's fine. I just want to ask you a few questions. You can be on your way.
Okay.
Where are you guys headed to today?
I'm not answering a question. I just wanna go.
Where are you headed to today?
I'm not answering that question. I am free to travel.
I'm asking her, sir. I understand if you don't want to answer, but there's two of you in the vehicle.
Okay.
I'm asking her, ma'am, are you a U.S. citizen?
She doesn't speak
What's
English.
that, ma'am?
She doesn't speak English.
She doesn't speak English?
She doesn't speak
Ma'am,
English.
do you have a visa?
What should we show that?
Wait, I'm gonna ask you one more time. If you don't answer me, I'm gonna call the supervisor out here.
People who fuck with cops, already like, that's scary. People who fuck with like border patrol, that's a whole other level. I don't know why people do that shit. Border patrol is staffed by like some of the most fucked up people in law enforcement. I have no idea why you would ever want to fuck with those people.
She doesn't speak English. I'm asking her for a visa, sir.
Okay, but we're in the United States. We're not immigrating anywhere.
Sir, if you're in the United States, she needs to prove her citizenship. If she doesn't speak English, how do I supposed to let you guys go on your way?
Okay, can I talk to her supervisor then?
Can I get
Okay, so it's asking me, it's telling me that because she doesn't speak English, they want to see her papers. So under the Constitution of the United States, we should be free to travel unmolested, and this is what's happening right now. Unless they have a reason to believe that I committed a crime, they could stop me, but let me see. Okay, so I'm still here. No respondas. Okay, yes. Okay, so I'm videotaping this right now, and this is what's going on. I asked for a supervisor because I think that is illegal to
Can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Can you pull over there to the secondary,
Sure,
please?
not a problem.
Okay, go ahead and go straight and pull over there where it says number 2, okay?
Perfect, number 2. You're welcome. No, ahora vamos a caminar a la estación número 2 que van a llegar aquí. No pasa nada, tú tranquilo. This one, number 2, videotaping this conversation and what's going on, okay?
Alrighty.
Excellent, thank you.
Wait for the supervisor right
Not a problem, I'll wait for him.
Alrighty.
Van a chequear con el supervisor, la están trayendo. Entonces... Van a chequear, no importa, aunque chequeen, todo está bien, pero el punto es ese, que no... que estamos en Estados Unidos y somos libres de viajar. Okay? So it's all about the Constitution. Right here. Yep. And that's not a crime. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yes, no crimen. Okay, because she doesn't speak Spanish. He was on with me, and then he asked for her papers, and now he's not speaking English is not a crime. So here we go. Hello, sir. How you been today? How are you? Just want to let you know that I'm videotaping this conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
What seems to be the problem?
Say that again.
What seems to be the problem?
Okay, it's very simple. I was asked for my documents, and we're in the United States. This is an immigration checkpoint. Many people say it's an axe in Germany. I'm not going there. I'm not saying that. But I believe this is the United States.
Okay.
I'm not immigrating anywhere. So, by the Constitution, I know that it was approved.
Look, I think the Supreme Court has already weighed in on, the whole papers, please shit. Like, I don't agree with it. But also, what do you want this guy to do? I don't know.
Approved by the Congress. It was approved by the Supreme.
Like, no one who gives a shit and is like, yeah, fuck borders. Like, no one like that is gonna get a job at border control. So you're kind of... The point's moot. You are not speaking to an audience who is receptive to anything you are saying. He works with border control. He is absolutely fine asking people for their proof of citizenship or residence or visas or whatever.
But no law is above the Constitution. That is a supreme law of the land.
Yes, but your interpretation of the Constitution
Okay,
is
so-
not the interpretation of the Constitution.
So what happened is that I'm not crossing any borders, and I should free to travel in the United States without being unmolested, and that is my issue.
Okay.
That I'm traveling. So why, if I haven't committed any crimes or anything, I am being asked for my documents? I know that if that happened, if that's the case, by the law, I have to, show you guys any proof of, ID. But it's not the case.
Well, you know that the Supreme Court has already ruled that we have every right to be here and check immigration on everybody who comes through our checkpoints.
Now,
you realize that?
But we're in the United States. I'm not immigrating anywhere.
I'm aware that you're in the United States.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is the Supreme Court has already had a decision that allows us to have immigration checkpoints.
But have I committed any crime by just traveling?
We're not saying you have committed a crime.
Okay.
We're simply asking if you are a U.S. citizen. That's all.
And I refuse to answer that question because I don't think that is legal.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
Yes, sir.
This is the way this is gonna go.
Okay. Yes.
We have a little card here that basically breaks it down for you. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and read it off.
It's kind of funny. Normally, the sovereign citizens are the one with little paperworks, little trifolds and things.
So that you can understand what I'm saying. This is a U.S. Border Patrol checkpoint.
Okay.
And I'm attempting to conduct an immigration inspection under Section 287 of the Immigration and Nationality Act. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled United States versus Martinez Fuerte in 1976 that the U.S. Border Patrol has the authority to set up permanent or fixed checkpoints on the public highways leading to or away from the Mexican border, and that these checkpoints are not a violation of the Fourth Amendment. You are being ordered to move your vehicle to secondary. You moved
we're here right
so
now.
I appreciate you doing that. But now you're telling me that you don't want to tell me your immigration status. Are you not willing to tell me your immigration status either?
This would happen.
She's not going to answer. Okay.
She was speaking. Yeah.
So let me tell you this.
Sure.
Right. If you don't tell me your immigration status, you're going to be in violation of 18 U.S.C. 111, okay, which is assaulting, resisting, or impeding certain officers or employees. All right. The penalty for this federal crime can be up to 1 year in prison and a fine. All right. So I'm telling you right now, if you want to answer my questions, you'll be free to go. But if you do not want to answer my questions, I am going to arrest you.
Okay. Now I feel trained by you people. And I think you do a good job when it comes to drugs and a lot of different things, but when it comes to people,
You're going off topic.
No, that's
I don't need to know what you think.
Okay.
I am asking you right now. What is your immigration status?
But that is not a crime. That's all what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that. I am asking you what your immigration status is. Are you a U.S. citizen? Yes
Sir,
or no?
but if I answer that question, we're gonna go to the same point where people are losing their freedom.
I've asked you twice. I'm going to ask you one more time. If you do not answer me, I'm going to arrest you.
Okay.
Do you understand that I will arrest you?
I understand that this is, that basically you are threatening me with being arrested. Yes, you are.
I am saying
yes,
if
you
you
are.
answer my question, you are free to go. But if you do not answer my question,
obviously,
you are impeding, and I will arrest you for 18 U.S.C. 111.
Okay.
So once again, here we go. I am going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Are you not a U.S. citizen?
Okay, and because I do want to go my way and do my business and whatever, I'm going to say, yes, I am a citizen of the United States, but we shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be anywhere.
I understand your point, but I'm not here for that sort of lecture. I'm just here to do my job.
Okay.
So again, now I ask you, are you a U.S. citizen, ma'am?
She doesn't speak English.
¿Sabe español?
Sí, claro.
Okay, ¿es ciudadano de los Estados Unidos?
Oh, he does speak Spanish. Okay.
Okay, ¿puedo ver sus papeles, por favor?
Okay. And now this is what happened. She just got to the country, and we're gonna show them her papers. No, my papers.
Okay, so she literally has them.
And then she has a Cuban passport. There is a parole. They're taking a look at it.
This is okay. Very good.
Thank you.
You're free to go.
Thank you, sir.
Was this worth it? You wasted so much goddamn time.
Have a great day.
You too.
Okay, so family, what happened was that I did not show my papers. Sí, ya no. What happened was that I did not show my papers. Déjame terminar. Okay, so this is what happened. She is not, and that's why I didn't go all the way. Okay. And the reason that it didn't go all the way is because, right now, she just arrived to the country a few days ago. Okay. And she got a parole, which is a permit to stay in the United States. And after a year, she can apply for the green card. And
I want a green car.
The other thing is that she'll be able to work and everything because she's just been here for political issues. That's the whole reason that she's here. And because she does not have those papers, even though she right now legally she's staying here in the United States, to live. That's why I didn't pull it all the way, and I did tell him that I am a citizen of the United States. Question that I wanted to refuse, and I did refuse to say that because I think it's illegal. We should not be molested anywhere that we go. Because they say that the Constitution and the Congress, approve this, and it doesn't go against the Fourth Amendment. I believe it does because there is nothing above the Constitution. That is the supreme law of the land, okay? And the Constitution says that we're just free to travel, unless we commit a crime or do something. We're not supposed to present any ID. I did not show them ID. They don't know.
The best sci-fi title ever. Oh god, what is it? Farewell to Yesterday's Tomorrow? I've heard worse.
Who I am or who I was, and I said that I like why they are.
For the love of truth, I'm called Adrian. This is episode 262, and I'm calling this one, As Man or Woman, You Are Not a Person. A comment was left recently on a video I created, and I thought it was worth sharing with you. One of the most important things that you and I can do, I think, is share information and thoughts with each other, so we're better able to know where we are and what is afoot in this mixed up, inverted reality where up is down, left is right, and backwards is forwards, to name but a few, where we're often encouraged to shoot down any messenger and ignore the message, which can be a foolish thing to do. In that process of gathering our thoughts and sharing, I've found it so helpful to also listen with an open mind and heart, and then apply my own logic and discernment to see how the information shared fits with me. I'll read you the comment, and I'm going to add some comments and a few thoughts of my own for clarification. Now, I will, if I'm making a big insert, let you know I've done that. Other times I may just add a few words or change a couple of things. So what I'm going to do is put a transcript of this podcast onto the webpage for this episode, and a link will be in the description. And on that transcript, the things I've added are in brown and Peter's words are in black. If the information in this podcast is new to you, might I encourage you to set aside some time to do some digging, to define your own powerful questions and use your own discernment. This is from a man called Peter. And please note, I did not say this is from a person named Peter, for things have names. Knowing the definition and the meaning of words is vital, so you don't go through life babbling. For instance, most people don't understand the difference between being a man or woman as opposed to being a person, especially when in court. When God has no respect for any persons, as written in the King James Bible in Acts 10:34, then Peter opened his mouth and said, of a truth,
American jurisprudence is not based on the Bible.
I perceive that God is no respecter of persons. The Creator gave you unalienable, immutable rights as man. Then of your own free will, you contract with the state and then don't know how to respond because of a poor education system. You don't even know that you can either be the creditor of the trust or the debtor of the trust. Sestike Trust, Sestike v Act 1666 UK. I'm going to add something here. It's interesting to note that the Great Fire of London, listed in Wikipedia as sweeping through London from Sunday the 2nd of September through Thursday the 6th of September 1666, and was, if you care to do some digging, used to start this capture of your soul, the creation of the Sestike trusts, your straw man, your person, convincing you that you are your legal fiction, and thus your enslavement. All acts apply to persons, and please remember this for what comes later on inclusion. A little more on the Act. London in 1666, during the Black Plague and Great Fires of London, Parliament enacted an act behind closed doors called Sestike v Act 1666. The act being debated was to subrogate, meaning to substitute one thing for another, the rights of men and women, meaning all men and women were declared dead, lost at sea, beyond the sea, without proof that they were, so no body, no corpse, no...
That doesn't even mean anything!
...witnesses. The state, London, took custody of everybody and their property into a trust.
Okay, this is 20 minutes long, and I can't listen to that man drone on for that long.
Can you guys answer a question for me? Do you know what a sovereign citizen is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Who are you?
This is the best opening to a sovereign citizen video ever. Hey, you know what a sovereign citizen is?
Are you?
I'm not.
You're not. How come you didn't use a turn signal right there and you jumped across 2 lanes? Would that be a sovereign citizen that doesn't have to follow the same laws?
Why did I do that?
You did that just now when you come out of 7-Eleven.
What do you have me on?
Can I have it? Absolutely.
Sure,
Can I have your badge number?
Sure, 69.
69.
Hey. Good video. Good video.
You a sergeant?
Nice.
Or a captain?
Nope.
All right. All right. Well, you guys have labeled me as a sovereign citizen, so I just wanted to clarify what the difference was.
We didn't. I didn't. I asked you if you were.
Not your department, not yet. I had an incident with your department, and your chief was very respectful up there. But listen, you guys wear that badge with honor, supposedly.
Is this what I do daily, conspiracy nuts and sovereign citizens? Not intended to be a snarky comment. Actually asking, yeah, pretty much. Sovereign citizens, conspiracy people. Sometimes I do like right-wing crazy people, like QAnon types and MAGA crazies. This is primarily what I do. We do fun days where we watch public domain movies and old VHS stuff too, but primarily I like crazy people. I find it interesting. I don't know why. Well, I do know why.
So for you to run around here and think that you don't need to follow the same laws that the American public have to follow, I think is a disgrace to the badge. Now, how many tickets, how long you been on the force?
About 5 years.
5 years. How many tickets you think you've wrote somebody else for doing the same thing that you've done?
I'm pretty sure I used my turn, so I'm not saying...
MAGA, like, you know, Trump supporter weird people, like super far-right people, like the people who did January 6th.
I couldn't have.
I've got full service surveillance around my
I know
vehicle.
this guy. I don't think he's ever written a citation for a turn signal. Failure to use a turn signal. Have you?
That's not the point here, though.
And if I have,
That's not the point. And my point isn't to make you guys look bad. This video is not going to go up only if it has to. But I'm not here to embarrass anybody or anything. But I know I know what the laws are. I'm very knowledgeable on the laws, and I'm here to tell you, you guys don't know what you think you know. And
I'm not saying I know everything. I would
that's
never
right.
say that.
That's right. Well, one of your colleagues got in my video on a stop. What's today? Tuesday? 2 Wednesdays ago, and told me that I needed to understand the law a little bit better. You guys take 6 months of training, and you think you know everything. Most guys do.
That's not
all.
That's not right to say that. That's not a fair statement.
I've researched law for 6 years, and I'll challenge any attorney. All right. I told your lieutenant up there, bring out your attorney and have a conversation with me.
Sure.
Because anything that attorney says is fiction.
Who's attorney? What my
Anybody, any attorney. An attorney can't represent a company.
It's easy to win an argument with an attorney if you've de facto presupposed that everything they say is wrong.
But it man.
I want to ask you, are you a sovereign citizen?
I am not a sovereign citizen. I follow laws. Unlike you not using that turn signal right
Sir,
there.
have you failed to use a turn signal before in your life?
I'm sure I may have.
Marcus Drake with 100 bits says 6 years. I studied law for 3 years, and all I got was this student loan debt.
Sure, I may have. But here, let me tell you. I'm not. But let me give you an example of how well.
He's not following the law.
Let me give you an example, right? And I'm just calling it out. That's all.
Okay, go ahead.
Now let me give you an example.
Sure.
That's your discretion whether you write that turn signal law,
Absolutely,
that ticket or not.
100%.
Now you know how knowledgeable I am of the law because it's not a law.
What's not a law?
You can either write it or not write it. That's your discussion.
Yeah, 33.
Because if there's nobody
34C.
around that you have to identify that you're turning, actually, you don't need to use that turn signal.
You do, actually.
No, you don't.
Wrong,
No, you don't. Okay.
What section is it?
What section is it? Tell me what section that says you can. You're going to state policy, right? Policy's not law.
34C.
No, that's you can't.
Well, you're stating policy there. I'm stating law.
What do they think law is? Policies determined by the legislature and passed are called laws.
Policies must be in harmony with the law, and if it's not, it's repugnant.
Jesus.
Title 35.
Title 75, it is the law.
Vehicle code.
Yes.
Where was the vehicle code when the United States? Where'd the vehicle code come in at?
It was legislated by the state.
Vehicle code. Let's talk 77. All right, let's talk. You say that. Now let's talk subsection 7701 H2 and D in Title 26.
What's Title 26?
You tell me.
You tell me. You're the one
It tells me that's where the fraud is for you to register your vehicle with the state so you guys can do what you're doing. It's fraud.
What? Do what we're doing what?
By writing tickets for people not having registrations and all of that. It's all fraud.
That's section 1301.
1301. I'm talking 7701 where you enter into that lease agreement with the Department of Motor Vehicle where they switch that title around for the fraud. It's coming out and I'm sure you guys know it. I'm sure you guys know it.
I don't know.
See, right. That's what I'm getting at. But see, if we tried to explain that stuff to you, as a matter of fact, I have it right in the vehicle here if you want to take a look at it, read it for yourself. Well, see, that's what we need. We don't need to be bickering back and forth amongst one another. We just need to be following and working with one another. Because you guys are called police officers now. Back in the day, you were LEOs, law enforcement officers.
You're talking to two ponds in the whole game. You gotta.
No. See, why would you say that? Because you're the man that raised the oath to uphold
Hats
the
off. What would you like me to wear for the hats off?
United States of America.
And this.
But now you want to sit here and listen to an attorney to tell you what your job is. If you didn't know what your job was, why'd you raise your hand?
What are you talking about?
Your oath that you took. You didn't raise your hand on an oath?
You're talking about an oath.
Correct.
Sure. Okay.
The oath of the United States of America's Constitution.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that's what I mean. So if you didn't understand what you were raising your hand to, what's that? 7701?
Yep.
70. Okay. You serious? You being dead serious?
Yeah, I'll take a quick look at it.
All right, thank you. That's pretty self-explanatory right there.
Okay.
And listen, I'm not going to throw this up. I'm glad we're having this conversation because you know what? What's your name?
Oh, always English.
English? Mr. English? I appreciate you doing the same thing. And you know what? Your chief's a very good man up there.
Don't forget to tell me what hat to wear, Anadon Era Hearts.
This? No.
If you don't tell me, I will just pick a random one.
I did not. Our deal was a little different.
And by random, I mean not random at all.
Well,
It'll be what I want to wear.
In the law.
In this case, of a qualified motor vehicle operating agreement, which contains a terminal rental adjustment clause.
That's why it says lease.
What's the terminal rental adjustment
Well,
clause?
you notice when you write that ticket above the person's name in that all caps, and that ends legus, that name in the all caps, the ends legus, flip that around and it calls it's legal entity. But that's where they changed it from the automobile to the motor vehicle in Title 26 for you guys to generate revenue.
It doesn't generate me revenue.
No, I know it.
It's very low for a department. It's
You're right. You're doing their dirty work for
I
them.
don't like writing tickets.
That's
I'm not
right.
a big ticket writer. I like giving warnings because if we're not there enforcing, traffic laws.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a hat.
So
I haven't been told
But
otherwise.
see, I can show you on a ticket too, above your all caps name, that ends legus. When you guys print out these tickets now, above that it'll say owner, leasee, or carrier. There's your leasee, and that's what you're basing them tickets off of. Not the owner. The owner. See, I mean, I don't get it. Some of these people, and I guess the reason I got into this is the kids in the court system.
This hat
how
is
these
too
social
small
workers
for
are
me.
taking these kids
This is
without
Baja's
any
hat.
authority whatsoever. So if you're not operating under the oath of the United States of America's Constitution, you do not have any authority. So I asked the chief, and he could not answer that question. I asked him, I said, can you tell me, are your officers operating under the Constitution of the United States of America? And he said, absolutely. But they also operate under the PA Constitution, and I said, correct. But they also work for the Department of Motor Vehicle, too. And he said, correct. Please explain to me, my next question, how that authority from the United States of America's Constitution carries over to the Department of Motor Vehicle.
States right.
Sure, states, all of the stuff that isn't given power to the federal government is reserved for the many states. So the states can set up their own agencies, you know, like the DMV or Secretary of State or whatever handles traffic stuff in your state.
No, states, you weren't granted any of those rights.
States right.
They were, though. They literally were?
No.
It's in the Bill of, it's like in the Bill of Rights.
You can't. It's fraud. You can't. What gives you guys any special powers than anybody else?
Nothing.
You're a fiction. You're a fiction. You're made up.
We're not above the law.
Obviously you are. You didn't use a turn signal, and who's going to write you a ticket? And maybe that's why the mind's so laxed and don't worry about it, because who's going to write you guys a ticket?
I'm telling you right now, I'm pretty damn cautious about using my turn signal. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Okay?
I got you.
You know what?
And we're only having a conversation here. That's all. Because I have had a ticket for that. And it was a stupid mistake, but I earned up to that mistake. But guess what it did? It cost me $100, $200 bucks.
No one ever said cops are perfect. People aren't perfect. We're people.
Well, correct. But at the end of the day, that's what we should be as humans.
Sure.
And the human should think about what he's doing to another human instead of climbing up that rank.
So what do you think should be done then?
What do you think? You want me to tell you, be honest with you?
Yeah.
Just like I told New Britain Township. You should have to pay the ticket just like we do.
But what about
It's only
the other
fair,
people?
right?
Hold on. What
It's
about
only
all the
fair,
other
right?
people that didn't get caught?
Or
that
I can't
or
speak.
what about the
You're
other
talking
people?
about the maybes and the maybe nots.
Well,
Well,
what
this is
about
not
the
a maybe,
people-
maybe not. This occurred.
Okay. What about the people that that got warnings? Do you want
That's-
to give them a warning?
That's fine, but yet, what did you do? You run their background check, didn't you? You threw them through the system, didn't you? You violated their rights. You violated. Well, if you
Unless there's more
if you
reason
don't,
to
Checking
do
if
that,
someone has
then
warrants
yeah.
isn't
if you don't have
a
probable
violation
cause
of their
or
rights.
a reasonable articulated suspicion to get that ID and you run it, you violated your oath. That's what I'm
And
telling
you're
you.
saying, so you're saying probable cause. So you're saying if you don't see the turn signal not being used, that violation there, you don't think that's probable cause?
No, because technically you don't have that authority anyway. Because as I said,
Now,
your
what
authority
about-
comes
what
from the
about
Constitution
what
of
about the PA
America.
docket sheet?
I don't care about
Everyone
that.
has-
That's
everyone has all-
no man can write law. They can only
What?
legislate. That's why we have an executive branch, a legislative branch, and a
Yeah, the legislature writes laws. That's what they do. They legislate.
judicial branch. And the
What do you think legislate means?
judicial branch is what goes after the bad actors that violated the law, not
The judicial branch enforces the law as like set forth by the legislature. They interpret and enforce.
policy. They can't write any law. They can write legislation, but that legislation must be in harmony with the law.
The legislation is the law.
Read it and then listen to what you're
right.
saying at the same time. But I don't understand
Right here.
what you're.
It
what
says
you're
motor
getting
vehicle
at.
operating loose in general for the purpose of this title in the case of a qualified motor vehicle.
Okay.
Now that's why you're in the Department of Motor Vehicle, right? It's not an automobile
Where are you
anymore.
reading that from?
What do you mean? This is the motor vehicle
Where,
code.
where did you just read that? What paragraph?
Right here and
Okay.
highlighted. Vehicle operating agreement. The motor vehicle.
Okay.
Not an automobile, a motor vehicle. So now you got to get into another section of this title to find out what motor vehicle is.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. It's not an automobile. It's a motor vehicle. It's in commerce.
What is it?
It's in commerce.
Where's your definition?
I don't know if I have it in this stack, but it's another section on here.
You gotta get the definition for that.
Definitions. Yeah, I do have it. Right here. Definitions. There's a lot of the definitions. Chapter 79 is all the definitions.
So do you have it?
I should have it in here. But this all ties in a lot. Trade or business, that's in there. Let's find the motor vehicle one. for and trust.
This man done yet?
Code, we have ethics and morals that we must live by.
Okay, I think I'm done with him.
Welcome to the Freedom Unchanged channel. This is a channel about freedom and learning common law, because there's actually a common law in this country.
The common law is the body of, like, case law that exists in a given jurisdiction. So, like, in the United States, common law literally just means all of the results of every court case in the United States. It's the precedents that have been set. That's why in court you'll hear lawyers be like, in North Dakota versus Johnson or whatever, because they're citing previous cases, because the courts are supposed to follow the precedents of earlier courts. That's common law, because it's law that is common between, like, cases. It's,
You go look at the 7th Amendment, you'll see it referenced in there. But the problem with people that are trying to understand common law, or the enslaved, indoctrinated ones as well, don't understand there's a difference between man and person.
There isn't.
We're gonna have to deal with that damn fly again. So,
oh, look at that edit.
So let's look in the big black book of lies and see what the legalese definition of a person is.
All right, so the big black book of lies says the definition of person is in general use a human being, i.e. natural person, though by statute terms may include labor organizations, partnerships or associations, corporations, legal representatives, trustees of a bankruptcy, or receivers.
So we can get the ignorant not to comment and say, oh, the big black book of lies isn't used by the government, even though it's just a case law that then puts definitions down based on case law. But yes, it's a piece of junk.
It's interpretations of definitions based on case law. But again, Black's Law Dictionary, or any legal dictionary, is not the law itself. It's general interpretations of meanings of words as they have been expressed and used in the law up to the point of the publishing of the work. It's not perfect. And definitions change over time. That's why dictionaries exist. It's good to have definitions of things up to date.
Junk. Yes, we already know it's a piece of junk because every version changes. So let's go look at...
I mean, yeah, so does Webster's dictionary, but that doesn't mean it's junk. It means that words change meaning over time and that our understandings of how we use words in our language expand as the way we use them expands. Like, that's how it works.
Different definitions in different law dictionaries online and find out what a person is defined in those dictionaries.
So this is from dictionary.law.com. Person, a human being. We'll have to look that one up here shortly, but continue. Number 2, a corporation treated as having the rights and obligations of a person.
You know a dictionary is junk when they use the word they're trying to define in the definition of the word?
I mean, you understand what they mean, though. It's used generally to identify the organization as if they are an individual. See, you can do it without saying person, and it means the same thing.
But let's just continue.
Countries and cities can be treated as a person in the same manner as a corporation. However, corporations, countries, and cities do not have the emotions of humans, such as malice, and therefore are not liable for punitive damages unless there is a statute authorizing the reward of punitive damages.
So it's still a little unclear, so...
It's not unclear. I thought that was very clear.
Let's go with another definition from another version of Black's Law.
So this is thelawdictionary.org, or Black's Laws Dictionary 2nd edition.
2nd edition is from like 1922 or something. One sec. That's the free one online. Black's Law 2nd edition. Yeah, that was published in 1910, actually. Sorry. That's 1910. So he's now reading a definition of a word that's not only 100 years old, but is literally predating World War I. So.
What is a person? A man considered according to the rank he holds in society, with all the rights to which the place he holds entitles him, and the duties which it imposes. a human being considered as capable of having rights and being charged with duties, while a thing is the object over which rights may be exercised.
So let's do one more really quick at etymology.org, which is a great website where it takes you back as far as you can to actually get the true meaning of a word. If you guys have any other places you want me to look at definitions for things, or a better way to find the etymology of words, then please comment and let me know. And
this guy's intense.
Maybe I'll use
Which
that.
is weird, because it seems like he's a big pothead, but you'd think he'd be a little more chill, but instead he's intense. It's like he's tense constantly. It's like he's clenching.
In the future, to figure out what the meanings of words mean, instead of just taking the indoctrinators at their word for the words that they are trying to change in our minds to indoctrinate us and enslave us. So let's just get to that one real quick.
Etymology.com. Person. An individual. A human being. Human being. Anyone. Person. From Latin, persona. Human being. Person. Personage. A part of a drama. Assumed character. Originally a mask or false face, such as those of wood or clay covering the whole face, worn by the actor in later Roman theaters. Explanation of persona as related to Latin personar, to sound through, i.e., the mask of something spoken through and perhaps amplifying the voice.
So a person is a persona?
No, they're not. They're different words with different meanings. Words having root words that are the same or having origins that are similar does not mean they are the same word. Stone Corbell says, word origins are very interesting, but they have less than nothing to do with law. Right? Word origins are interesting, but I've noticed this contingent of conspiracy theorists and sovereign citizens who for some reason think words are magic, and that there's this like inherent natural need for a word to have intrinsic connection to the meaning of the word, and it just doesn't. Like, this is a flower crown, but like, this could be called a Florgenschmuggelor. Like, it doesn't mean anything. It's just noises we make with our fucking flappy meat sacks. It's just noises we make that mean specific things to us.
A mask? Something that Romans use on a stage? But some of the definitions use the word human being, isn't it?
Cloud Wizard says, here's a cool word origin. Oxy means sharp. Moron means dull. So oxymoron means sharp dull. I mean, that makes sense, yeah.
A human being, a man? I don't know, maybe we should look up what human being is as well. Let's go look up that word. So is it in the big black book of lies? Is human being in here?
That's the 6th edition. When did the 6th edition come out? $1994. So that one's only like 30 years out of date. Getting better. I've looked, by the way. I've tried to get Black's Law Dictionary is something that I think is cool and would like to own a copy of, but especially the new ones are expensive. They're expensive big books.
Because they did use the word in the definition for person, right? So it should be in the dictionary, so you understand what the word that they're using to define another word is, right? That's how dictionary would work. If you use a word to define another word, then it has to be in the dictionary so you can define that word as well. So let's find human being in this book. Hulks. Humanitarian doctrine. There's no human in the dictionary?
It's a law dictionary, and it's one particular edition. Like, you could look up human being in a normal dictionary.
A big black book of lies doesn't have human in there, but they used it to define the word person. Oh my god. So let's go online and see if there's any law books that can define the word human.
Alright, so don't forget to use pre-search for all your searches. Find the link in the description to support the channel and to get rewards for your searching. Law Dictionary.
It's a search engine that gives you cryptocurrency if you use it, by the way. So it's definitely stealing all your information.
Let's de-search that. Dictionary.law.com. Human isn't available in the dictionary? Weird. TheLawDictionary.org. Black's Laws Dictionary, 2nd edition. Position, human rights. What? Courts as a criminal against humanity? What is a person? Embryo human? What is natural law? What is HRM? Definition of negligence? What is capital N? What is mankind? I guess the Law Dictionary, Black's Law's free online legal dictionary, 2nd edition.
Again, it's the 2nd edition, too. It's from 1910.
Doesn't have
It's literally in the public domain.
Human in there either. What is a monster? That's kind of interesting. What is a monster? A prodigious birth, a human birth, or offspring not having the shape of mankind, which can't be heir to any land, albeit it be brought forth in marriage.
That's definitely a definition that came out from 1910.
The fuck does albeit mean? Albeit. Although, even if. That's kind of interesting. A monster is a human birth? I think I've seen that somewhere. Maybe it was in Carl Lentz's dictionary? So this is from Carl Lentz's dictionary on Scribed. If you guys want to get Scribed, go in the link and join through there so you can help me get a free month of Scribed. Not much, but helps me out. This says human. Origin from legalese meaning monster.
All right, I think we went through enough dictionaries and meanings of person and human being. So, person is a human being. A monster? What's a monster? Like a creation of a man? So a person...
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets.
Can be a creation of a man? Or a person can be like a persona? Like a man putting on a mask and acting as something? So a man can be a person, but a person can't be a man. That is correct. A person cannot be a man, but a man can be a person. They're not interchangeable. They're not one and the same. So if you identify as a person, if you use the birth certificate or a social security card, then you're using another man's person that
you're not.
They created. Because you didn't
They're literally just paperwork about you.
Create that. So if you don't create something, it's not your property. If it's not your property, then you don't have full control over it. So when you use the person that they created for you in a court, they have full jurisdiction over that person. Oh, okay. So if you walk into a court and you identify as a man, then they have no jurisdiction over you? Yes, that is correct. And that is what a common law court is a place where men appear. Not 2D fictional persons, not corporations, not states, not any other entity that is created by a man. So who creates a man? Let's go look in the Bible. And I think...
The Bible's not a legal book.
Right in the beginning, it tells us who creates man.
Genesis 1:26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all of the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female, created he them.
So yes, God created man, the universe, the infinite creator, everything is God, and God created...
Does that mean Adam's pronouns were he, them?
Man. However you want to explain what God is,
man
came from the earth, the water.
Was that an ADR?
And God created man. The infinite creator, everything is God, and God created man. However you want to explain what God is,
man
came from the earth.
What the fuck was that? Wait, if you don't create a thing, you don't own it? It's not your property. Then soft-sits don't own anything by this definition.
Want to explain what God is,
Man.
Came from the... However you want to explain what God is.
Man.
Came from the earth.
What the fuck?
The water. Man is made up of water and minerals. That comes from the earth. So, government has no authority over man, because government did not create man. Man created government. So man has authority over the government, but government does not have authority over the man.
That's really stupid.
That is why governments created persons so that they could enslave you and do as they wish with you. Because you identify as their person, and then you go into a court and you think you are a man or an actual flesh and blood being that came from the earth, but you're not identifying as that, you're identifying as the person.
Chitara says, what does the Book of Paul say about the creation of human beings? It's about as valid as what he's saying right here. Paul says human beings are a miserable little pile of secrets.
So you need to stop identifying as a person, especially when you go into court and start identifying as a man. That is the way that you win every court case, and you get yourself into a court of record where only men can appear in the 3D world. So if you go into a court and there is no person that you cause harm, injury, or loss to, then tell them that you aren't going to move forward. You're not going to consent to these proceedings until a man that you have caused harm, injury, or loss to comes forward and...
It's not going to work out. Daryl Brooks tried that. See how that worked out.
Puts his claim onto the record using his voice. He has to use his voice to have a verified claim. A claim that you have caused him injury or loss. Harm, injury, or loss. Okay? If you don't have that, then the case can't move forward. That is the rules of the court.
Incorrect, sir. You have no idea what you're talking about. Astral Storm, thanks for 8 months. The state can the state can be a stand-in for, things. That's why you have, Michigan versus whoever. It's because the state is prosecuting you.
Unless you identify as a person, then they can do whatever they want with you, and they can just have an administrative process. And like McDonald's, they can be like, you didn't flip the burger properly, so now we're going to do this administrative procedure, and we're going to figure out what we're going to do with you. We're either going to fire you, or we're going to fine you, or we're going to cut your pay, or blah, blah, blah. That's under their rules, under their court administrative process. It is not an actual, real court. A court of record where men appear. So I'm going to stop rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys subscribe to the channel. Please comment. Please share this video around to everybody that's a person that needs to become a...
I followed what he's saying. Yeah.
Man. Or
I speak crazy person. I've told you guys. I understand crazy people. I am a crazy person.
Woman. A womb. So it's the same thing as a man. A woman is the same thing as a man. It's just easier to say man than say woman and man. But until next time, I'm going to leave you guys in the love and light of One Infinite Creator. Peace.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you!
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. Have at you! Alright, let's see who we're gonna raid. Thanks everyone for hanging out. It was fun. Tomorrow we'll be back for more. 'Twill be good. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum-ba-dum. Devil Summoner Marie is... I don't think... Have we raided Devil Summoner Marie before? Don't know. But we'll do it. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. And that's it. Be good, everyone. Be good. Love you, Mr. Blast. See you guys later.